third time or more. Now you know it's a problem. Jeff and his team at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they can get you taken care of. They have treatments when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can have you last an hour or more. And Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. It's a new year. Make the resolution to treat your ED and change your life. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. They have 5 locations right here in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with AutoPay, plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
It's 2026. New year, new you, new resolutions to keep for a couple weeks. Whether you're trying to eat healthy in the new year or not, your best choice is Omaha Steaks. They have multiple bundles to choose from. They have an all-protein pack if you're trying to slim down or eat clean, consisting of butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken breast, boneless pork chops, classic burgers, and more. Everything you need for your freezer and meal prep. Or grab one of the other bundles that include potatoes au gratin and caramel apple tartlets. That sounds good. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com, and for an extra $35 off, use promo code SKY at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code SKY.
Football fans, playoff season is here, and Foundation Chevrolet is kicking off with the Start the Year and Drive sales event. Catch a ride to the playoffs in an all-new Chevy Silverado. Built tough, powerful off the line, and ready for every mile-high touchdown. Together, let's drive. Go Gridiron, go big, big savings. Go Foundation. See us in Wheat Ridge or visit FoundationChevrolet.com and catch a ride.
Foundation rules. Woohoo!
Brandon Stokley here for Colorado's hometown HVAC team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Is your heating system struggling to perform and need to be traded? It has never been easier to get a quote for a new heating system. Rocks Heating and Air offers a free online heating and cooling quoting system so that you can quickly and accurately get pricing on a new system. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Hey guys, your boy Steve here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if you can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and you can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
I do. Everyone does, but it's only U.S. Mortgages. Lock in a low rate today, and if rates fall in the future, we will redo your loan and lower your rate without any lender fees, including the appraisal. There's no limit to the number of times you can do this. Always have the lowest rate for life. Get our 4.75 5-year fixed rate, 5.89 APR. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Any way you want it, it's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High fives and flamma jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane. Okay. Yours was, get off my plane.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
You're gonna like this one, Stoke. I had a segment prepared here on my rundown.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, I just thought I would see blank paper. I didn't know. Do you do that?
As part of my meticulously planned out show. But I'm flexible. I can audible.
Oh.
And for the texter.
Wait. Oh.
So I'm moving off the. The rundown. Yeah.
Are you saying the other guy is not? Is he rigid?
What other guy? Rigid?
He's not flexible. He's not. He can't call an audible. He just calls what the coach says and just goes up there and says, "Set hut," hands it off or throws it. He's not trying to get like. That's the thing about you. You're like the Peyton Manning of radio. You're very flexible. Like
going.
whatever the defense gives you, that's what you're going to take. Like you don't know what the defense established. Well, Zach, I'm just telling you, just settle down for a second. You don't know what the defense is going to give you at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock,
right?
You don't know what the flow of the show is going to look like and feel like.
Right.
So you have to be willing to adapt and call an audible and adjust, and you do a great job of that. Some guys, they can't do that.
Like, I come out with my first scripted 15.
Right.
But then after that, I'm calling the game in front of me.
That's right.
I'm calling the game in front of me.
You don't know what the audience is going to want. You don't know, what we're delivering as your co-host.
Right.
How we are, going about what our opinions, and then you work off of that, and there's an art to that some people don't appreciate and some people don't realize. And
too good.
And you have mastered that, Mike.
Thank you.
You have mastered that,
so
Mike.
I had something on the rundown, but then I got a text saying, first of all, I got a bunch of texts saying, guys, the trivia yesterday was hilarious. And I was wondering how it was going to go over because it was kind of, I thought it was funny. I thought they may take it as being petty and mean-spirited and, eye-rolling, but apparently people liked it. And then this text, I need you guys to stop talking about Zach. That's all you guys talk about. Give it up. Well, don't worry. We're going to dive into the matchup. I've got all kinds of stuff planned and all kinds of topics. Again, the rundown is meticulously put together. But you want to hear the trivia?
I would love to hear the trivia.
So, it started out innocently enough. All right, guys, here we go. Question number 1. Which quarterback from the quarterback class of 2018 has thrown for the most NFL career yards? So, at this point, that's the first question. So, they're into it. Right. So, they apparently, debated it for 5 minutes. Is it Josh? Is that the obvious answer? Is it Baker? Lamar?
Yeah.
I mean, right. So they at this point, they're
they're taking it seriously, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Answer, Josh Allen. Okay. All right.
They got it?
They got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And at this point, it's probably like, okay, they tried the little, look here, go here, the little rope-a-dope type, little head fake type thing. But this is where it started to get fun for us, and hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Question number 2. Legendary quarterback and GM John Elway was roundly criticized for not attending this college quarterback's pro day. Who was he? Answer, Josh Allen. Now it's probably sinking in. This one was my favorite. This one was my personal favorite. Question number 3. Casey Bramlett is Wyoming's all-time career passing yards leader. Who's 8th? Answer, Josh Allen.
Who's 8th? That was good. That was good.
And by now, the die is cast. And your curveball question. Name the actress who starred in the 2010 remake of the movie True Grit, and what NFL quarterback is she married to? Answers, Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen.
Yes, I love it. Great job. Great job.
Right after it was over, I texted Dante. I said, I know, maybe a little petty. I hope you guys took it in the spirit for what it was intended. And he's like, oh, yeah, once we understood, it was good. So, Anyway, that's it.
No, well done. That was really good. So, yeah, we've been having fun with it. Been a tough week for Zach. I'm disappointed in him, though. Disappointed. Just am. I know we're not going to spend the whole show talking about Zach and his prediction, and he took the Bills, and he said he's pulling for the Bills, but then he did, to your point, he did straddle the fence and said, well, I think the Broncos are going to win.
Yeah.
That was smart. At least that was smart.
Yes.
You have to do that.
Yes.
But he should have just lied from day one. Just lie. And so I tried to give him that advice. He didn't accept my advice, didn't take my advice, and now he dug himself a hole. And I hope that hope it doesn't bury him here in Denver.
It's impossible.
Bury him?
Yeah. I hope he can survive this. I hope he can survive this.
He'll survive it.
I'm hoping. We'll see.
He can't be that guy.
But if, for some reason, the Bills win, nobody liked it when, I came out after the Avalanche lost to the Stars last year and said, well, I'm kind of hoping that Dallas continues to win because it'll make me feel better about the Avs losing to Dallas.
You're a freaking genius, you idiot!
And I got roundly criticized for that. So I hope, if that
Oh,
happens.
I crushed you for that.
I know. So if that happens, you're not going to all of a sudden become a Bills fan, are you?
Well, look, I'm not going down that road right now,
that
Mike.
Bridge when we get to it.
Yes, I mean, come on. Why are you even bringing that up? Oh, if the Broncos lose, Stokley, who will you be going for?
Juicy.
Because last year I went for the Stars, and because I wanted to feel better about their victory over the Avs.
You're right. Let's not talk about it. Let's not put that out there.
I told you.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I mean, what are we doing?
You're right.
We're winning. We are winning tomorrow. That's how I feel about it. I feel good, man. I feel good. I'm fired up. It's Friday. Hey, do you owe breakfast today?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Wasn't sure. I forgot because I was away and I had to buy last week.
No, that Charger game, inexplicably, with a lineup that had Trey Lance and
T-Ray
Harris. Will Lutz, man. Will Lutz carried you.
No, you had Will Lutz.
No, I had Will Lutz.
I had Broncos defense.
Broncos defense carried you.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I owe breakfast this morning.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh. Make sure you get the order in.
Actually, I'm going to do it right now.
Stokely's hungry.
Okay. Man. Hey, listen. Hey, and I know when I get that food, I'm going to give it to you, but I'm going to give it to you at arm's length because, I don't want to be like Cody. I don't want to be like you and Cody.
Here, look, I got a couple.
Look at all those
bandages. The hand is doing good. Like the major.
I still thought
it's a little bright red.
I thought it'd be more healed up by now.
The hand one is doing better, but like I still got these cuts on the fingers that, like those things kind of they linger.
Yeah.
And every time you put your hand in your pocket to get something, it's like
yeah.
Cody, damn it.
Yes, those cuts.
Hey, Cody
to linger.
Hey, Cody, this morning came and snuggled me.
Oh.
The alarm went off and he popped up and he came lay on my chest.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. He's got a soft side to him, too. He's not all feisty and mean all the time.
Or he has tasted your blood. And he's just
like ready to go for the jugular. Oh, no.
Because of the implication.
Lana!
He's just sizing you up, man. Sizing you
Mike.
up.
Come on, Mike.
All right. Coming up next, well, Stokley says he feels confident. Why? That's next.
Will R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin find success in the run game? How will Vance Joseph slow down Josh Allen? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station starting at noon. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
So we get together for 4 hours every day. What are we doing? What are we talking about? We're talking about our teams. How are they doing? Are they winning? Because end of the day, it's all about results, right? Well, it's no different with my friends at Copperhead Plumbing. They know all you care about is results. You have a plumbing issue, you want it fixed, done right the first time. Copperhead Plumbing has been delivering winning results since 2007, and they are here and ready to go to help you with some of the most common problems that pop up during the winter, but also a reminder that some preventative care can get you ahead of potential problems and save you money and stress in the future. Water heater tune-ups, drain and disposal maintenance, leak inspections. I recommend and use myself Copperhead Plumbing. Fast, reliable, professional, no drama, and no trying to upsell you on stuff you don't need. They diagnose the problem, fix it right the first time, and leave your home cleaner than they found it. Start saving money right away. Go to CopperheadPlumbingInc.com. They have coupons including ones for free service calls. Call 303-552-3491. Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
All right, football fans. Foundation Kia wants you to catch a ride to the playoffs in an all-new Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid.
We got cars, yes we do!
With all-wheel drive, bold style, and smart tech that reads the field, this SUV is built for the mile high.
Woohoo!
Go Gridiron! Go big savings! Go Foundation! See us in Wheat Ridge or visit FoundationKia.com and catch a ride.
Hey, Broncos country, it's Terrell Davis here. It's a new year. It's time to work on a new you.
At Fitness Gallery, we have deals everywhere, up to 50% off. We have the nation's lowest prices on the best equipment money can buy. We carry true treadmills. They are the smoothest, quietest, and best warranted treadmills ever built for the home. Work out on your schedule on the equipment you choose from the safety and comfort of your own home. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins. We have you covered.
Wow, Leslie, your fireplace really sucks.
I beg your pardon?
Well, what I mean is your fireplace is literally sucking all the air out of your house and right up the chimney every time you burn it.
Well, what can I do about it?
Well, you could get a high-efficiency gas insert from Mendota. It keeps all the air you already paid the utility company to heat, and it returns up to 86% of the fire's heat back into your house.
I'd use my fireplace every chance I get if I could do that. Maybe my furnace wouldn't need to run so much.
Well, that's the whole point. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio, along with my niece, Leslie, to tell you how a gas insert from Mendota will give you the incentive to use your fireplace again. Mendota gas fireplaces and inserts are made to crank out the heat with beauty and style.
Lair's is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in fireplaces. Family owned and operated since 1954.
We'll even give you a free in-home quote, including expert installation by our own certified in-house installers.
Find us on the web at LairFireplacePatio.com.
For top quality Mendota fireplaces and inserts, it's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's fireplace experts.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. Hey, I got a real cool story I wanted to share with you. Many years ago, my lovely wife Kimberly wrote down a prayer that said, God, make me a lighthouse so I can be a light to others when they're in a dark place. She filed that card away both in her heart and her prayer box. And then about 3 years ago, I asked my wife to leave her job in corporate America and come help me open up 303 Law 4040. And she absolutely loves it. She really feels like helping other people when they are hurting and don't know what to do is her calling. So here's the really cool part. A few weeks ago, a client came in to pick up a check and said to Kim, I really want to thank you. You were a lighthouse to me when I was in a dark place. it gave me chills when Kim told me that. If you've been hurt in an accident, it really is our honor to help you in your time of need. Call us anytime at 303-LAW-4040, where you always get to speak directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly. That's 303-LAW-4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303-LAW-4040.
Download to see if you qualify for Albert Instant Advance. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription is required for Instant Advance. Please see the Albert app or albert.com for subscription pricing. Subscriptions can be canceled at any time.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? You can get up to a $1,000 advance fast to pay for car repairs, bills, rent, groceries, whatever you need. Plus, Albert can help you find ways to save and give you a custom budget to actually grow your money.
Albert can get me up to $1,000?
Exactly. But they do more than get you up to $1,000. Albert is your financial assistant, helping you budget, save, and spotting you money in a pinch.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code PLAN to get up to $1,000 for your bills, rent, groceries, and more. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code PLAN to get up to $1,000. Use code PLAN to get up to $1,000.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's powered by Hellsberg. Shop and store are at hellsberg.com.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota in Game 1 with pregame starting at 5:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Boise State with pregame starting at 8. Saturday on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota with pregame starting at 4:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Here we are on a Football Friday with you, and Is It Just Me Friday, Broncos Bills edition. You got some stuff that you want to get off your chest that you've been during the long week of analysis, storylines, talk. You want to get off your chest, hit us up and give it to us in the form of Is It Just Me? RamosLaw.com, text line 303-713-1043, and Denver Sports YouTube channel. So you said you feel good about tomorrow. Why?
I like where the Broncos are at. They're healthy. They're at home. Bills are on a short week. I just like this football team, what they're made of. They've faced adversity. They're clutch. It hasn't been pretty. It's not been sexy and pretty and like, oh, my gosh, high flying, 2013 Denver Broncos offense. We haven't seen that. I think at a certain point, that year, you look back at some of those years with Payton where it was just that offense was so good. You just felt good about that team no matter who you played. This team is just different. But I think they're made of the right stuff. I like the coaching staff. I think the coaching staff is going to shine this week.
In what ways?
Well, I think offensively you're going to see hopefully a game plan that we say, man, that was a great game plan. And they did a really good job of scheming up plays for Bo and getting guys open against the Bills defense. I didn't realize that the Bills, they had the best defense since, the Broncos in 2015, but that's what, you go look online and you listen to some media and it's like, oh my, wow, Bills, is that no-fly zone 2.0 over there?
I did not realize that Christian Benford was Aqib Talib.
Yeah.
Was, forget about Revis Island, Benford Island.
Yeah, I never heard of the guy till like 2 weeks ago, and now he's I guess he might win Defensive Player of the Year this year, right? He's
right.
Pat
Move over,
Surtain,
move over PS2.
3.0.
Yeah.
I mean, so I
like Pat.
I'm kind of confused a little bit about that.
I always thought Dion was the gold standard, but apparently it's Christian Benford.
You know me.
I mean, it is unbelievable. Like, all right. I know the Broncos don't have a juggernaut of an offense, Mike. But
thank you, Bills fan. Thank you for educating us.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Because we don't follow it as close as they do. Yeah, they've been really nice to share their inside info that we don't understand here and don't know here. So, but no, I do. I feel good about this team. I doubted them before coming in the season. Not doubted them, but I thought they would have a good year. I didn't think they would have a special year like this. And you just kept on waiting for, okay, all right, when's the losing streak going to happen? And when are they going to hit a speed bump? And it never happened. And I know they're doubted nationally, but I'm a believer in this football team. I think playing at home, such a huge advantage. And honestly, I'm not buying the Buffalo hype this year. They're a good football team, obviously. They got to this point, and they got a great quarterback. But the Broncos have a lot of great football players also.
I think the thing for me, I'll be curious, because you're right. This is a team that no matter what the situation, they have not blinked. They've been able to put aside bad stretches of football and still be clutch when it matters most. I guess the thing that I'm curious to see, because I don't expect them to blow out the Bills. I just don't think that's in the Broncos' DNA this season. So my curiosity, my concern is during the regular season, they showed an ability not to flinch when things got tight. When you're in a playoff game, though, can you still have that mindset? Because during the regular season, you're playing next week. When you're in a playoff game and you find yourself in one of those tight games, can you still have that same regular season attitude about handling close games?
Yeah. I mean, that's a great question. Well, I mean, guess what?
Especially at home when, let's face it, Klatt talked about this earlier in the week. If things aren't going well, the crowd starts to murmur. You hear the whispers, maybe a few boos. Does that tighten you up at all? This season, the regular season, the Broncos have shown an ability, a lot of mental toughness to handle the ebbs and flows during games.
Yeah.
Come playoff time on this stage, that's the interesting test I'm looking to see if they can pass.
The great Gary Kubiak quote.
We're fixing to find out.
That's right.
We are fixing to find out.
Who knows?
Yeah, I know.
They've done it in the regular season. This team isn't playoff battle tested. Bo Nix isn't, so we don't know. We don't know how they're going to handle if it's a close game in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. But I think the pressure's on the Bills more than the Broncos.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Who has more pressure tomorrow? Although I think there's an underrated Bronco that has maybe more pressure on him than you may think.
Oh, well, I want to guess on who you're talking about.
You'll get a chance to do that next.
Let's go, bring it out! Denver and Buffalo are locked in for a playoff rematch in the divisional round. Kick your football Sunday off in style with Denver Game Day, powered by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Live on Game Day starting at 10 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Mom, it's me. Oh my gosh, you'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Helzberg. Just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Helzberg. Shop in store or at helzberg.com.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Still haven't filed your taxes? You're not alone, but the longer you wait, the harder the IRS can hit back. Penalties, interest, letters, none of it goes away on its own. At Advanced Tax Solutions, resolving IRS problems is all they do. Whether you're a year behind or 10, their licensed tax professionals can step in fast, stop the stress, and help you get back on track. Don't let another day slip by. A quick call could mean a quick resolution. Contact my friends at Advanced Tax Solutions today and take control of your tax situation before the IRS does.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details. Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, I love seeing the old gang at these reunions.
Did you see Brian? He's in better shape than he was 25 years ago. How is that even possible?
Yep, I ran into him a few weeks ago and had to ask. He told me he started taking Nugenix Total T2.
The testosterone booster?
Yeah, but it's way more than that now. It also skyrockets your nitric oxide in as little as 3 hours. I started taking it right away and I'm already seeing results.
I was wondering what you were doing. You seriously crushed me in that pickup game last week.
Yep, after 40, energy, strength, drive, it all starts going downhill. But with T2, I feel like my old self again. Stronger, leaner, and my energy is way up. My wife even noticed a difference. They're giving out complimentary bottles right now. Just send them a text.
Text TAP to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of new Nugenix Total T2. Text now and you'll also get a free bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator. That's TAP to 215-215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
New deals, new wheels. AutoNation's New Year, New Wheels event is going on now. Drive any new or used vehicle 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Save thousands on Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Chevys, Mercedes-Benz, and more. 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation store today or AutoNation.com. On select models with approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase on deferred payments. See store for details.
Rich Eisen here. Hiring for your small business can feel like a full-time job, but LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant takes the heavy lifting out of it. It filters applicants based on the criteria you set and suggests 25 great fit candidates daily so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game.
That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? 12 minus 11. 1. This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Mark coming along here in about 15 minutes. What's up with you? You got a weird look on your face. You all right? You in pain?
No pain.
Constipated? What?
No, I was out there just sitting on the couch, just thinking about life. Solo. That's what I do. I like to get out of here, and I go sit on the couch by myself, and it's like early in the morning, and you're just kind of thinking about just different things.
You're a very reflective man.
Yeah. And Mark walked in. I said, "Hey, what's up, Mark?" He said, "Hey." He sits down in his chair over there where he sits, and he usually has mail. He signs some autographs and does his thing, and very nice of him to do all that. And then so, whatever. So I'm kind of around the corner from him, and so then I get up to come back in. Ty usually yells at me, "Hey, we're coming back." So I get up. Oh, goodness, another segment with Evans. You can do it, Stoke. I give myself a motivational talk.
You say one thing, but your actions tell me something else. You come skipping in here. You skip in here for every segment. You come skipping. You're floating.
Come floating. And then I walk past Mark, and he's signing the autographs or whatever. I mean, I almost threw up.
Oh, what?
I don't know. He overdid the cologne this morning.
Oh, really?
I don't know what he's doing. It's like, bro, dude, you're just coming into work. Like, how much Dracar Noir did you put on this morning? Like, what are we doing?
Really? It's strong?
Oh, my gosh. Like, this is everyday occurrence, right? It's okay. And, I just walk in, and then Mark's there, but all of a sudden, I walk by, and I'm like my knees buckled. I'm like, holy Mark, I don't know.
Easy, big fella.
I know it's a Friday, but, I don't. Normally, does he not put cologne on? Is he putting it on a Friday why? Why
really,
so much?
It's really ironic you bring this up because you bolted pretty quickly yesterday. You had a golf tee time. I respect. And anyway,
shout out Embers Golf.
When we came in, Drew was like
I birdied 18, by the way.
Highlands Ranch.
Big finish. Shout out Highlands Ranch.
Pipe the drive. Take the corner out of play.
Oh, I was downwind.
Right over that sand trap there?
Yeah.
Yep, I know.
Right, downwind, piped it,
Good
right?
Good for you.
So,
I don't need the rest.
It was.
I really don't.
Then 8-iron, had 8-iron into the green.
Yeah.
Blocked it right into the bunker.
That happens.
Long bunker shot. Had to pick it clean. 3 feet. I mean, great bunker shot. Great bunker shot. And then made the putt, so go ahead. Yeah.
That's what we call a cluffy. It's not a sand save. It's not a Sandy. I call it a Cluffy.
Oh, Sandy Clough. Shout out.
Shout to
my
Sandy.
first partner.
Yes. So
great mentor.
So anyway, Drew Spivak comes in here and he asked me a question. He goes, "Do you wear cologne to work?" I said, "No,
cologne. Who wears cologne to work
well,
these
apparently
days?
Cecil does. But
he also wears a thong. So, I mean, that tells you.
Shut the hell up.
Sorry,
True.
I mean, he's the one that said it, not me.
Exactly. We're not
I'm not breaking news here. He
it's not
put
like we're
that
stalking
out.
him.
Right.
He shared that news. So then I'm like, I don't know anybody. Dover's like, no, I don't do it. But then Mark says, "Oh yeah, I wear something every day."
This was yesterday?
Yesterday.
No way.
And I was like, really? I'm like, because I didn't really notice,
Well,
but apparently
he wants you to notice
he wants
today,
me to notice.
and I noticed today.
Well,
I mean, seriously. So it must have been in the back of his mind that, hey, I want people to know I wear cologne. So instead of doing,
sorry,
what was that? What was
Bush League.
That's right. So yes. So instead of doing one little squirt, He's like, maybe it's not enough. People don't notice.
Right.
He did like 3.
Not 3.
Right.
Not 4. Not 5. Not 6.
That's too much.
He bathed in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just.
All right, well, we'll see what it smells like in here when it comes in here. It might be like a cloud.
Do we have one of those COVID masks laying around here anymore?
Be like that Charlie Brown character, Pigpen or something.
Yeah.
It'd be like just kind of like,
right.
burbling off of him. We're talking about pressure.
Yeah.
Who's under pressure?
Get back to sports. Big game tomorrow.
Who's under pressure tomorrow?
I think it's the Bills.
Clearly, right?
It's got to be the Bills. I mean, Sean McDermott, if he didn't win last week, he could have been fired. But, the Bills, I guess, they have a different standard over there. And we love the Bills. I love the Bills. I love the Bills. Their fan base is awesome. Every time they lose, they send a donation. like the nicest
That's
fans.
True.
Here, hey, well, here's a donation for this guy because you know what? He lost the game for us. So let's give a big donation to his charity.
Yeah.
So.
Or you beat us, Broncos, so
Right.
what's Bo's favorite charity?
Right.
We'll, send thousands of dollars.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
Nice fan base, and it's hard not to like them, and that's all they do. They're a suffering fan base. Like, you think we've suffered in the last 10 years, right?
Right.
You want to see suffering? It's living in that part of the country, in East Orchard Park, and being a Bills fan, unfortunately.
Dude, I spent 4 years in Syracuse.
Right.
I used to look west of Buffalo and go, hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
And so, that's all they live for, Mike. That's all they live for.
Yeah.
It is for the Bills to win. Finally, please bring us a Super Bowl. And that pressure, Josh Allen knows it. Sean McDermott knows it. The whole team, the whole roster knows the pressure that they're under.
Yeah, it's not only on McDermott, it is on Josh Allen because what's the narrative? Hey, no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow. The path has never been clearer for him to be able to get to a Super Bowl. And no matter what, we just saw Aaron Rodgers likely play his last game in the NFL. This is a guy who is a one-time Super Bowl winner and a 4-time MVP. And because he didn't win a second Super Bowl, he'll have a seat at the big boy table, but he won't be one of the big boys at the table.
Yeah, he's not at Peyton's table.
No. He's not at Brady's. He's not at Montana's. He's not at Elway's. You look over and go, hey,
buddy.
What's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
You had a good career.
Yeah.
Good career.
Solid.
Right?
Yeah.
That's for a guy, 4-time MVP winner and 1 Super Bowl. Josh Allen hasn't been to a Super Bowl yet. So at some point, if this guy's going to truly build and create and cement a legacy, he's got to start winning Super Bowls. He's got to get to a Super Bowl. So there's far more pressure on him. The only pressure that exists, I think, for the Broncos, it's sneaky pressure, and I'm curious to see how he handles it tomorrow.
Pressure on
a Bronco. Pick. See if you can guess.
The obvious one is Bo.
Nope.
Okay.
It's only his second year.
Okay, but there's still pressure
Some,
there.
but not.
Okay, all right. That's fair.
Okay.
Wow. You're talking about a player.
Nope.
Oh, see, look how you set that up. See, I knew. I'm wondering, Evans.
Well, that's the guy, Sean Payton.
Right.
Here's the pressure on Sean, and I'm curious to see if it's self-inflicted pressure and if it impacts him at all. This is a guy who did not shy away at all when he took this job from the idea that it is his goal to become the only coach to ever win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams. He stated that right away, first day here. And then before this season, he talked about, hey, I've had 6 teams before that I thought could win a Super Bowl. This is number 7.
Yeah.
And again, to the idea that the AFC is wide open, you may not have a better opportunity to win a Super Bowl again than this year. So I wonder if he feels any of that self-imposed pressure. No?
I think I really disagree with you there.
Okay.
It's a line-up year for Sean. I told you that.
So?
Oh, yeah. They've so far overachieved. Right now they ought to put a statue. They ought to be getting the bronze ready to put a statue at the new stadium of Sean Payton with what he's done in the last 3 years here.
Wow.
A statue, okay? And it ought to be right next to Mark Schlereth's statue of him reading his speech that got the Broncos to win Super Bowl 30 what? 2? So they ought to put those
on his
32nd birthday.
Only
Never
person
happened
in
ever
NFL
again.
history. Right,
the legend that it is, the Cologne man himself.
Well, speaking of that, Mark Stetson Schlereth joins us coming up next.
Stink, stank, stunk.
Will Sean Payton's offense come out swinging after a long break? Will the Broncos defense avenge the blowout loss to the Bills last postseason? We'll react to it all in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Men, the new year is here, and if you're like many of us, you're ready to improve your health. But if you're feeling low energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, keeping that resolution can be tough. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if those symptoms sound familiar, we can likely help. They often point to low testosterone, and treating low T is what we do. But this year, we're also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring growth hormone peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more, designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. With our low T treatments combined with our body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Download to see if you qualify for Albert Instant Advance. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription is required for Instant Advance. Please see the Albert app or albert.com for subscription pricing. Subscriptions can be canceled at any time.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? You can get up to a $1,000 advance fast to pay for car repairs, bills, rent, groceries, whatever you need. Plus, Albert can help you find ways to save and give you a custom budget to actually grow your money.
Albert can get me up to $1,000?
Exactly. But they do more than get you up to $1,000. Albert is your financial assistant, helping you budget, save, and spotting you money in a pinch.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code PLAN to get up to $1,000 for your bills, rent, groceries, and more. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code PLAN to get up to $1,000. Use code PLAN to get up to $1,000.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Hey, Colorado, when you're in the market for a new truck or SUV, head to Johnson Auto Plaza. Explore their huge selection of new Chevy, Buick, and GMC trucks and SUVs. Find your new truck or SUV at JohnsonChevyBuickGMC.com. Stop in and experience the Johnson advantage that so many now know. Johnson Auto Plaza is your truck and SUV headquarters, just north of E470 on Highway 85. Johnson Chevy Buick GMC.com.
You'd love new windows, but don't want to pay a fortune for them. I get it. Well, January is a great time of year thanks to Window Nation. Right now, they're more affordable during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows Free sale. Plus, you could get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. And ask how you could get a pair of Icon Pass 2-day sessions. If you're feeling cold drafts, have trouble getting your windows open or closed, or paying a lot for your heat, it's time for new windows. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Visit windownation.com now.
Do you want the lowest rate for life? Get our 4.75 5-year fixed. APR is 5.89.
Did you say 4.75% fixed for 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, but what if rates fall?
Our lowest rate for life program takes over. If rates fall even as little as 0.5%, we can redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee and no limits to the number of times used. Only at U.S. Mortgages. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
I dared Archwell Health to keep track of my vitals and my grandkids' names.
I dared Archwell Health to simplify my prescriptions, so Max and I have more time to play. Good boy.
And I dared Archwell Health to be closer than my neighborhood coffee shop.
Our members dared us to do more as a primary care provider for adults age 60 and up. So we made it our mission. Visit archwellhealth.com and become a member today. Archwell Health. We dare to care.
Need a new water heater? Euro Plumbing has lifetime warranties, great financing, and low pricing. 720-500-3000. 720-500-3000.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota in Game 1 with pregame starting at 5:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Boise State with pregame starting at 8. Saturday on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota with pregame starting at 4:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
I want it all. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an oh really right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Here we go. Happy Friday, everybody. Broncos country. It has been a week full of analysis, storylines, interviews, talk. And now here we are on the eve of the game. How we feeling? Let us know. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043. Denver Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe and like. We got Stink here announcing his presence. Stoke,
I mean, this is brutal.
With authority.
I mean, was I wrong?
No.
I don't know what he put on this morning, but he overdid it. And so I'm not exaggerating at all, okay? When I walked by him before last segment, I'm like, holy cow. This guy put on way too much cologne this morning, right? So I come in here, we start talking about it a little bit during last segment, and then when I'm walking out, Ty's like, this is unbelievable. Like, I walked out. Mark was already in here. I walked out, sat on my couch, and it's filling up the whole studio and the whole room out there.
Right? It's nice.
I mean, what did you put on, and why did you put so much on? And you got what are you doing today? Wait, what are you doing today? Because your hair is done.
Yeah.
Normally you have a hat on like I do.
Yeah.
But you got your hair all done, looking like, I mean, it's looking good.
Thank you.
Are you interviewing for a new TV job or like?
No.
Trying to get another one?
No.
Are you leaving this show early to go meet with Fox executives?
No.
It is a Friday. I mean,
that could happen.
The CW is the CW starting in like a football league or something?
CW's in town.
and you never know.
There you go, Mikey.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Are there billboards going up on Larimer Square?
Look at us, dude.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, I'm just going to tell you right now. Don't make me text my Mrs. S to text your Mrs.
Okay,
S.
all right, yeah.
Right.
That's enough.
No, I got to do a couple of deals for the digital platform. And they asked me, "Hey, can you wear something that has the fan on it?
Right, that looks good. The nice sweatshirt we got.
And can you not wear a hat?" And I was like, "I always wear a hat." So I got up this morning. I took a shower. So all right, so I took a shower.
Right.
So I scrubbed. Now I got this new face cream. And it's beef tallow. Have you ever heard of beef tallow?
No.
Yeah, I use it when I'm smoking meat.
Right. So beef tallow face cream. And so I put a little dab, just a little dab in my hand. You can see my hands are still like.
I don't. What is beef? What is that?
It's just a cream, and it's supposed to be really good for your skin.
Right.
And so I put it on. And it is quite pungent. I use a tiny little dab.
Okay,
so it's not cologne.
Right.
It's this new face cream that's supposed to be really good for your
skin. So you did smell it, like when you put it on, you're like, right, okay.
Yeah,
so I'm not exaggerating this. Mike and I are not exaggerating.
I showered and put like a tiny dab on my hand and rubbed it into my face. So it's all, you can see my face looks quite glistening,
yes, it is glistening.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
It's a beef tallow grade, and it's very pungent. It's very smelly.
Okay, all right.
Which I didn't realize. I mean,
you look
it's
good.
a sweet smell.
The smell is a little bit much, but
it's sweet, right?
Yes.
I mean, it is very. Yeah, it's very like a really sweet, sugary cologne is what it smells like.
Stoke,
Okay.
just a quick suggestion for you: beef tallow cream. Don't
Look
put
it
it
up.
on. Don't put it on your face.
Cody.
Cody's already tasted your blood.
Yeah, right.
Now
Let's not go.
if he tastes beef
Right.
on your face,
You know what? We're
you're
not
done.
gonna We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go hug cheek to cheek. Like if you get this is like
I'm
rubbing
out.
up. This is like the ode of McVeigh. You get a little bit of this on you, and Cody's gonna go crazy.
Exactly.
Delicious. All right.
I think, but all right. Well, let's get back to the pressure. Pressure. Who
Who's under pressure? Who's under the most pressure?
Mark, so I think there is no pressure on Sean Payton at all. Mike was saying he thought there was a lot of pressure because Sean called his shot about this being a Super Bowl team. And guess what? You think Sean cares about that type of pressure? To me, again, with what they accomplished this year, what did I tell you before the season? They go 8-9, 7-10. It's a lagniappe year. And you went 14-3. I know you got the number one seed, but I'm the type of person, unlike you, Evans, that I show gratitude and appreciation, and I remember the dark times, and we have seen the light, and this was such a fun year. Do I want to go to the Super Bowl? Yes, I do. But man, I never thought we'd be in this situation.
So are you saying that from this point moving forward, it's all gravy again?
Kind of is for me.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of is. I'm just, Christmas.
I mean, I can see.
Year,
I can
Mark,
see.
I don't know.
See that, but
that's the way I feel.
Let me throw a different one because I heard you earlier as we were driving in talking about Bo, pressure being on Bo, and then pressure being on, was it Josh? Is it Josh Allen? Is it Bo Nix? Is it Sean Payton? For the Denver side, isn't the pressure on Vance Joseph in this defense? This defense has led them
to live up to the hype.
They've been the ones that have been carrying the football team last year, and then they gave up 31 to Buffalo up in Buffalo, and now are you gonna have a repeat? Hey, we were talking about them. Are they leaking a little bit of oil coming down the stretch like they did last season? Vance Joseph's interviewing for head coaching jobs. Stokes said it yesterday. Hey, listen, man. Maybe he writes his ticket. If they come out and play great against Buffalo, maybe he writes his own ticket, and now he's all of a sudden a head coach. If they spit the bid again, he's not going to be a head coach. So isn't it real pressure right now on Vance Joseph?
No, I think you're right. I think it's a pressure because the strength of this team has been the defense.
Yeah.
They've been great all year, the majority of the year, and I really believe that if they play well, that's going to lead to Vance getting a head job. This game. I mean, it's a spotlight game, first game. Everybody's watching it. He's interviewed. He's a candidate for a bunch of spots. And you go out there and you perform against Josh Allen and the Bills, and you put up a great performance defensively, I think that's a path for him to get a head job.
We're back.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. All right.
But other than that, look,
I'm curious.
I know.
I'm curious to see what Broncos country, our listeners, think about the idea that this is a gravy game.
Well, look, would I be disappointed? Will they be disappointed?
Sure,
yeah, of course. But
big picture.
Big picture, I'm like, gosh, I don't know, because I didn't expect this. I didn't expect it, and so that's why
Let's be honest,
I feel
nobody
this
did.
way.
Nobody did.
Right, not even Cecil.
No.
Not even
How many
Cecil.
wins did Cecil have? Did he have 4?
I mean,
he
I think he had 13.
13.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lot, but I mean,
Oh, yeah.
but if we win a couple more games, I think we get to cut his hair. If this team gets to the Super Bowl, his hair's got to go.
I mean, if we just leave him for another month or two, it'll all be in the wheels of these chairs.
That is very true. He is a shedder.
Yeah.
Well, if you're watching on our Denver Sports YouTube channel, you can see Mark and see how glistening his skin is. It's.
I'll let you take a whiff of my jowl.
Let me look at this side.
It's beef tallow.
No, the other side. I think you missed. Did you shave on your right side? Right there. Did you miss spots?
Probably.
Because this side you did not. Look at him, Mike.
I didn't shave today. I've shaved days ago.
Oh,
beef
okay. Because you got. All right.
Yeah, a little beef tallow.
Okay.
Beef
all right.
tallow.
Yeah, stay away from Stoke. I don't want any beef tallow on his skin.
No.
Cody will just be like a.
That's a.
I won't be here on Monday.
Cody will be like a heat-seeking missile as soon as Stoke walks through the door.
Yeah, could you imagine? Cody,
Right to the jugular.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It won't be on the thumb anymore. It'll be on the jugular, and you'll bleed out.
I'm done.
You'll bleed out.
I'm done.
If Mrs. S is out, she's out, you're
right.
shopping or whatever.
Yeah.
Cody gets on your neck.
She's gonna come home and see blood and just worry about Cody and not me laying on the ground.
Right.
Like, oh, where's Cody? Cody, you okay?
Coming up next, Sean was very reflective yesterday about his play calling. What did he say, and what does Stoke Instinct take away from it? That's next.
Will R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin find success in the run game? How will Vance Joseph slow down Josh Allen? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station starting at noon. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Are you worrying about those upcoming credit card bills after the holidays? If you're a homeowner, there's no better time than now to call American Financing and wipe out that debt. Eliminate the stress and set yourself up for a strong 2026. The Fed dropped rates for the 4th time in December, guys. American Financing can help you access that equity in your home at an interest rate in the low 5s. You heard that right, in the low 5s. That's a much lower rate than the average 20% or more credit card rate. American Financing is saving their customers an average of $800 a month. Guys, that's like a $10,000 raise to start the new year. There are no upfront fees and no obligation to see how much you can save. And they are closing some in as fast as 10 days and even delaying 2 mortgage payments. Call American Financing, Colorado's home for home loans, at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334 and MLSConsumerAccess.org. APR for rates in the 5 start at 6.196% for well-qualified buyers. Call 303-695-7000 for details about credit costs and terms.
Enjoy this run to the playoffs and be safe when you're going to the games or to parties. If you do get into an accident, make the right call to Flanagan Law. While the other guys blend in, I stand out. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when you need it most.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
What's going on, guys? Philip Lizzie here with the one and only Williams Jewelers. And it's a brand new year. And I know there's at least 50 of you listening to me right now who are thinking about popping the question in 2026. And if you're ready to do that, you know you need a diamond. So let me save you some time and money by telling you something as simple as this. You need to go see my jeweler, Williams Jewelers. So whether you're starting the next chapter with your perfect engagement ring, or celebrating a milestone, or finally doing something special for yourself, this is where you need to go. This New Year's, imagine the finest jewelry legends all in one store together, treating you just like family, and their service is going to reflect that. So come shop the finest loose diamonds in Denver. They have every size, shape, and price range you can imagine, and the largest selection of engagement ring settings I've ever set eyes on. Not only are they going to share the the secrets of the business with you, but they're going to give you the best price in Colorado, guaranteed. So why wouldn't you want to create moments and memories for yourself and the ones you love by going to Williams Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche, Denver's first family of fine jewelers, located in Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue and in Inglewood at Broadway and Bellevue. And don't forget to mention my name, Philip Lindsay, when you step through one of those doors.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Peyton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
Hey Broncos country, it's Terrell Davis here. It's a new year. It's time to work on a new you.
At Fitness Gallery, we have deals everywhere, up to 50% off. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins. We have you covered.
Tune into Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Short-term memory loss.
I don't remember. What was the reason I gave for earlier?
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I don't remember what you said. You think I remember the reason?
Ironclad sources.
One of the biggest haters in my life, my wife. My wife. She will even vouch for that story.
And spontaneous karaoke.
New additions like Ronnie, Bobby,
Ricky and Mike.
If I like a girl who can cool it down.
Slow it down.
Watch out, I'm gonna lose control.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Alongside Brandon Stokley and a pungent Mark Schlereth, who the story of this morning is not that he put on too much cologne. He put on too much beef tallow. Skin cream.
No, it wasn't even too much. It's just a tiny little dab. But it is
a little dab will do you.
Yeah, it's like dippity doo. But it was when I put it on, because it's supposed to be really good for your skin, and so I put it on. And I was like, woof, that is sweet smelling.
So we've had some people ask on both the text line and our Denver Sports YouTube channel. So Stinky, you saying that when I smoke a brisket this weekend, I can take the drippings, the fat.
Just throw it on your face.
And just throw it on my face.
Yeah, I suppose you could, yeah.
Have a great meal and moisturize my skin.
Yeah.
In the
what I would do is
beef? What? I mean, like, who thinks that smells good? Beef? I've never heard it. What is it called?
Beef tallow.
Beef tallow.
It's a cream made from the fat of beef.
It is. I mean, it is something you can go into a butcher shop and you can get beef tallow.
Yeah, you should just get the actual strip of beef fat and just rub it on your face.
Apparently you can. You should.
Yeah, well, this is
wait for it to cool down. Just
Right.
don't take the drippings right off and start, bathing in it. But
No, you don't want to.
Thank you for that,
just
Mike.
yourself. Well,
Yes.
you never know.
No, I know.
With
I know.
folks. So, Sean Payton kind of, yeah, there you go. The more you know. Sean Payton kind of reflective yesterday. He was asked a simple question about
Downhill linebackers.
He did say, by the way, he goes, man, him and Luca Evans. He said,
Evans.
He's like,
Evans.
He's like, you and I were just having a little fun, and all of a sudden I find out I'm getting lambasted all around social media. And so apparently they have a thing.
Played better.
The two of them, and that was a thing. But yeah, he was getting killed all week about it. But anyway, he was asked about the idea of sticking with the run game, during the course of a game if you're not getting those immediate results. And it ended up being a very reflective answer from Sean. It's about a minute and a half, but he kind of bared his soul a little bit. Let me know what you guys think.
Look, I'll make a note on the sheet, run it. It's important. The thing that I have to continue that changes as you get older is you still have to be quick. Like, play just ran, next play. I said this, look, when I was younger, like we'd run a reverse on the 8-yard line and I think nothing of it. And as you get older, you think about all the ramifications and so I have to also remove that. It was said as you get older, maybe you don't drive in the rain at night. You begin to, I can't let that happen as a play caller. And sometimes that's something that I have to mentally make sure it's quick. It's quick and decisive, and it's daring at the right time. Not reckless, but those are things that I find that are challenges compared to when I was 33 in New York or, in my whatever. And part of that is being raised by a father who was in casualty claims and insurance, who, we had no trampolines, we had no swimming pools, we couldn't ride motorbikes. We knew where every sharp edge was, and it was like, And so, but anyway, I think that's the thing that I've got to focus on.
Wow,
Sean in playoff form right there.
That took turns I wasn't expecting. Insurance claims.
Yeah.
I did not have trampoline on my Sean Payton bingo card this morning.
My father was a State Farm insurance agent for 56 years. 56 years, just retired once my mom passed away. And that resonates with me because my dad would say poolside would say things like, oh, that is right there. Like you had a ladder and you were up on the roof and you left the ladder on the side of the house, and you didn't put it away. He'd be like, hey, come here. You know what this is called in the insurance business? He'd go, that's called an attractive nuisance.
Attractive nuisance?
Yes, because if somebody wanders by and goes, oh, look at that ladder, let me climb on the house, and then falls off the house, you are liable as the homeowner for leaving the attractive nuisance up there.
Which is crazy.
Right. But
how about the dumb that try to just climb up my ladder?
Right.
I mean, so that just tells you a lot
about. How'd you
about
climb the ladder? Because it was there.
Yes.
Why are you on my property?
Right.
So, yeah, exactly.
But those are the things. So that because I used to hear stuff like that all the time as a kid, like, oh, yeah, like all the the actuaries, all the numbers, and the things that happen to you. So, no, I appreciate that.
That was good though. That was good from Sean.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
great.
He was talking about I might put it on my play sheet again, run it. Because why? Mike, I know you don't think it's important, but guess what? I know Mark does, and so do I, and so does Sean. So running the ball is important, okay? And it's very important this game. Also, what did he say? He's got to be quick with the play call. He knows that. We've talked about that for 2 years with Bo. 3 years, go back to Russ. It's got to be quick. You got to give Bo time. And then I like the fact that, he's spot on. When you're young, you don't think about the ramifications of anything. He's talking about driving at night in the rain. Whatever. Or you're just going to go and do whatever. It's like you don't think about the negative downside of things. When you're a play caller, it's the same way. He's talking about, I'll run reverses. I'll run a double pass flea flick. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Now, you're like, well, this might be a bad play. We don't want to lose 5 yards here. So there's a fine line there as a play caller, and you realize like what he's talking about as you get older. You think a lot of about the negative things that can happen, and not just the positive things maybe that you thought about when you were younger.
I think the other thing that's really interesting is where has Bo played his best football? And he's played his best football in critical moments when they've got to score. And what ends up happening most of the time in those critical moments? Your play sheet becomes smaller. You start running tempo. And when you start running that way, Bo seems to slow down in regards to being quick getting the play in. If you're quick getting the play in and you have time, then Bo, to me, that's what tempo does. It gives you time at the line of scrimmage. It gives you time to operate and to see things. And in those things where it feels frenetic, that's where Bo slows down. When Bo is in regular offensive rhythm and it's call the play in the huddle and get out and run the motions and everything else, and that's when he seems to speed up his mechanics and have errant throws and not be as good. So I think there's a correlation there to running the ball, getting the plays in on time so that so that you don't feel hurried and rushed and all those things. So I think that was a really deep, thoughtful answer. And there's only one guy that I know as a young man that had that kind of caution, and that's Stokley when it snows.
Yeah. Although it's possible. It's possible.
Right.
30-year-old Stokely just tears down Mount Crumpet.
Oh,
There's
gosh,
no,
right.
But now,
I'm
don't
over.
drive in the rain, don't drive in the snow.
Right.
Okay.
And
all right.
And by the way, attractive nuisance.
Yeah.
That might be you today. You look good, but with the beef tallow, nuisance. So that's Mark Schlereth. Attractive nuisance today.
Don't think I haven't noticed you noticing me.
Oh, God.
Getting some sniffs over here.
I'm thinking about that
I'll
beef
let
tallow.
you take a sniff of my
Although
jowl.
I think I'm more interested in smoking some meat on Sunday. That's maybe what you've inspired me. Coming up next, let's dive into this matchup. You want to hear some X's and O's? You want to hear about what the Broncos need to do offensively against the Bills' defense? How they defense Josh Allen? You're going to love this coming up next.
Let's go, bring it out! Denver and Buffalo are locked in for a playoff rematch in the divisional round. Kick your football Sunday off in style with Denver Game Day, powered by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Live on Game Day starting at 10 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here for my friend Troy Hansford. I'll tell you what, man. This market has been so crazy. How it's gone from super, super hot in the housing market to prices declining. And I'm telling you what, my buddy Troy Hansford, I mean, he's got the price. He's got the deal for you right now. If you're thinking about selling your house and get top dollar, he can still sell it, get top dollar. He's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline, get this, he's going to cut you a check for $5,000. He's making that offer because he continues to spend a boatload of money marketing his listings. Has about 100 families approved and ready to buy. Hey, you have a house to sell. Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Hey, you want to sell your house? Then pick up the phone and call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
New deals, new wheels. AutoNation's New Year, New Wheels event is going on now. Drive any new or used vehicle 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Save thousands on Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Chevys, Mercedes-Benz, and more. 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation store today or AutoNation.com.
On select models with approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase on deferred payments. See store for details.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now, the company's changed. Or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So, what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Cajun Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Cajun Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota in Game 1 with pregame starting at 5:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Boise State with pregame starting at 8. Saturday on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota with pregame starting at 4:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Sharp criticism.
Mark Schlereth a pansy.
Cries for help.
Dude, wake up.
No.
I need better from you.
And a little bit of tough love.
If the truth gives you a wedgie, then you know what? Buy better underpants.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Stoke, I appreciate what you did. I noticed that. Believe me, it didn't go unnoticed how when you left the studio to go after the break, you left the door open.
Yeah.
Kind of air it out a little bit. But I got to get up and leave after this segment. My eyes are starting to water. They're starting to sting a little bit.
I'm getting a headache.
You know?
The beef tallow?
Beef tallow cream that
Never
stinks
heard of
this
this
morning.
before, and this thing is,
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Seriously, my eyes are starting to, burn.
I know.
That's right, it stinks!
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's not like, it's just overwhelms everything.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you noticed my eyes twitching a little bit.
They're starting to twitch.
Yeah. Well, what happens is I've been getting fed a bunch of internet, like your algorithm, because I've been trying to figure out my tinnitus, how to stop this ringing in my ears. I've watched 15 videos. They're 30-minute videos at the end. You got to buy something. And I keep waiting for the secret cure, right? Because they say, oh, this easy cure in your home, right? And so now I'm getting fed all these other.
Wait, you have ringing in your ears?
Oh, yeah.
You never heard this?
My ears ring 24/7.
No.
That's what it sounds like in my head.
Now everything is coming into a clearer picture of why you are who you are.
Right. So I'm trying to watch
24/7 ringing in the ear.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm trying to watch all these videos on how to clear up the ringing in your ears. And then I keep getting fed all these other videos. So I got fed this beef tallow video.
Wait, so for the ringing, you got some kind of moisturizer.
Right. Once you get into
do you have to put it in your ears?
Can't make this up.
Once you get into all these videos you've been watching, you start getting served all kinds of home remedy videos. And so the beef tallow one comes on. I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, it makes your skin look great. So then I'm floating through Sprouts to try to figure out, hey, is there anything in here that will fix the ringing in my ears? And I bounce into beef tallow. And I'm like, hey, I had a video on that one, so I bought that. And then I put it on, and even my eyes are watering a little bit, I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
but I bet you my skin looks tremendous.
It does. The hair looks great.
I
immediately regret this decision.
Yes,
I mean, it is
porcelain skin of the
literally
my eyes
glistening.
My eyes are watering
they
a little
are
bit.
watering. Look at them right now.
You look high.
Yeah.
You look high. You look like you smoked a lot in the car on the way.
That's kind of what
your eyes are squinting.
Yeah.
They're kind of bloodshot.
Yeah, is this kind of what your eyes look like when you took that Ambien before practice?
Exactly.
Same type of thing?
All right.
All right, I got to quit. You know what? I got to put a moratorium on Instagram. I can't watch it.
No.
I got to take a couple days off.
No, you're getting too many
Being fed
ideas.
too many ads.
Yep. You wanted to hear what the drive trivia question sounded like.
Oh, I know, because we came up with that.
We'll get to
yesterday.
that coming up here in a little bit.
It's classic.
We'll come up to it.
All
But we got a lot of ground to cover here over the next 20 minutes. So here we go. Let's dive into the matchup. We had our Bronco and NFL analysts on this week, both Dan Orlovsky and Joel Klatt. Let's first of all, what Dan said about what the Broncos defense is going to have to try to do when it goes up against Josh Allen and this Bills offense. Here you go. Good inside football.
I would tell you starting point, play man. Okay, but there's a couple wrinkles that are part of that conversation. One, if Buffalo has Ty Johnson, who's their backup running back, you're talking about man coverage playing against the two tight ends and two backs and Shakir. And they get into these formations and bunches and motions and shifts, and that's just dangerous. And then the second thing is when you're playing man, Josh has been outspoken. If he sees you in man coverage and number one's not there, he's gone. And so not only man, but who do you trust to be in that spy mode or, paying attention to mode? And so that's the starting point. And then if you're going to play zone, the problem in zone is it's a very good run offense, very good offensive line. Obviously, Denver's got one of the better run defenses in the NFL, but then it becomes the RPO, pick you apart perimeter screen game where just the sufficiency. So Josh is a handful, man. I thought Jacksonville did a great job last week of just forcing him to play patient. The thing is, he was. And then, you keep yourself in the game, and then he kind of turns into that Superman mode in that fourth quarter. And so I don't think that there's this easy way to play against him just because of the structure of their offense and the different people they can get the ball to in space.
All right, guys, walk us through that.
Yeah, well, when he's talking about man, and then he talks about all the different bunch formations, the 2x2s, the motioning into those things, and the underneath stuff that creates, and the picks and the rubs that creates, that's hard to cover. You've got to be completely dialed in your leverages and your communication, because if you don't, if you're not that, then all of a sudden guys are going to be running free, wide open, and those are big chunk plays, right? And then ultimately he said, hey, listen, and when you do that, Josh says, hey, man, as soon as I trap you in that or see you in that, man, I'm going to take off and I'm going to go run. So it's not like 1, 2, 3, okay, let me go run. It's like 1, let me go. And, when he talks about your spy guys, anytime you play man coverage, cover one, there's two hole defenders. A middle linebacker doesn't really have a responsibility. He's just playing in the hole there, trying to rob crossing routes and that kind of. And the deep safety is a hole defender. That guy can float, right? And you can go double team other guys or whatever you need to do. Bottom line is you're going to have to mix it up. That's every week. You just don't give any veteran quarterback, you don't give him one look the whole game because he'll eat you alive in that, and those play callers know exactly what you're in and how to defeat that, what the weaknesses of that coverage are. So they'll get to that. So Vance Joseph's going to have to be great in being deceptive, using different pressures, different blitzes, simulated pressure, because simulated pressure, everybody goes, oh, simulated, it's only 4 rushers. It's still pressure, because those are the 4 rushers you're not expecting to come. So you should be able to capture an edge and still get to the quarterback. You got to get to the quarterback. You got to get the quarterback on the ground. You got to hit him, and you've got to be able to defend the run first and foremost. And that means if we're playing zones, a shell defense, you got to be ready to trigger, come down there. That's where Hufanga comes in. That dude can be at 12 yards, and as soon as you snap the ball, you can be on the line of scrimmage. And that's the importance of having guys like that, the quote-unquote, downhill player, Luka, downhill players.
Evans.
That's the value of that.
Yeah, I think when you look at Buffalo, I didn't know if I was ever going to get to talk there. Jeez.
Very passionate.
It was a great breakdown. I just didn't know. I didn't know when you were ever going to stop for just 1 second. Let me just
I'm telling you.
Have my turn here.
I'm telling you, you're going to get your turn. But, I reached out to Mrs. S about you kind of bullying me. And she's probably reached out to Lana.
Right.
And
so now I'm going to have 2 Mrs. S's on my ass.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I mean, it's tough enough with one, right?
Yeah.
Anchor. If I have a double anchor, big trouble for me.
Yeah, and these two are formidable.
Right.
I mean, this is like
that's a tag team. That's I don't know.
This is like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Right. It's
together.
Like Jordan and Pippen.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to mess with that.
No.
So I apologize.
Yeah,
Mark.
no, you're good.
No, but I think when you look at the Bills and their lack of playmakers on the outside, they don't have elite level playmakers. So what do they have to do? They have to try to trick you. They have to try to scheme things up to get guys open. And where are they good at? They're good in the middle of the football field with Shakir, with their 2 tight ends, and they're going to do different things to try to pick you, rub you, those types of things in the passing game, but also get their running backs involved, things like that. So they do a good job of using those guys and trying to scheme up different ways to get those guys the football. So you have to be creative defensively to try to keep them and not give up big plays and not blow coverages and not get picked, not get rubbed, and still be able to get after Josh. And Dan's talking about, all right, man-to-man coverage, first guy's not there, he's trying to run. Okay, well, that's fine. Just keep him in the pocket and, make him – we've seen him do that, and all of a sudden he's running back 25 yards or he's throwing an interception. So you got to do a good job defensively because we've talked about their lack of playmakers, but they do scheme up different things to try to get guys open.
And hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him.
I was just going
Don't be dirty.
But you know what you can't be
hit him.
You know what you can't
Hit
be afraid
him.
to do? You can't be afraid to get a 15-yard penalty.
I agree.
Ooh.
That was the hallmark of that 2015 team.
Malik Jackson.
I'm not
There you go.
I'm not talking about multiple, but just to send a little message that if you're going to take off and run, you become a runner and you're going to get hit.
All right,
This defense going to hit you.
He's got some boo-boos, doesn't he?
He's got some boo-boos. He says he feels great.
Foot.
Never felt better, but.
Shoulder, foot, what else? Shoulder, knee? What is it?
Shoulder. No. Hand.
Shoulder,
knee,
elbows, knees,
foot.
and toes. Knees and toes. Do you think his wife, if he loses to the Broncos, will go back to her Bronco roots?
That's been making the rounds. Yeah.
Hey.
Let's continue the inside Scotty report on this game. All right,
we have
Joe,
an open seat.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Klatt.
On the Broncos country bandwagon.
Yeah,
Joe Klatt, how
All
should
good.
the Broncos offense go up against this Buffalo defense?
I think that you've got to go and be aggressive. If you try to go out and not make mistakes, you're going to make mistakes. And so the aggressive nature, listen, Sean's an aggressive play caller by nature. I think that Bo gets used to that. The team gets used to that. There's no doubt you want to establish the line of scrimmage and do all of these foundational things, but I do believe that a big play early in the game could lay the foundation for offensive success the rest of the game. The longer it takes for you to get either an explosive or a quality drive under your belt, then the more the playoff pressure mounts, in particular at home. You get the murmurs in the stands and everything, and the pressure then builds, and then it becomes bigger.
All right, Stink. How do you find that balance between establish the run, commit to the run, stay with the run, be happy and satisfied with 2-yard gains while also creating an aggressive mindset?
Well, I think that aggression comes from your ability to get big plays, chunk plays, especially in the passing game. Where do the majority of those come? They come when you scheme them up and you marry that run game perfectly to your play pass stuff. Your aggressive, your aggressive play action, run action, play action stuff. So if you're having some success with that, man, then you become chunk yardage plays where those throws are really 8-9 yard throws from the line of scrimmage, but they become 15, 20-yard plays. And if you go back through last weekend, the wild card weekend, as I did yesterday, sitting in my kitchen looking at a bunch of film yesterday from just everybody.
Hardest working man in sports, Mike.
He followed my lead about working hard in the kitchen, too.
Right.
I was doing that earlier in the week.
Right.
He took the lead.
Now look at him.
Yeah, now he's working hard
That's
in the
what you
kitchen.
do. You're
You're
a trendsetter around here.
Yeah, Mike. All that talk about, how Patrick Mahomes from the kitchen work
I'm
is
here.
identical to Josh Allen.
Never
And I was
identical, but okay.
I thought to myself,
might
the
have.
whole kitchen thing was good, right? The study was good. Like the preparation was nice.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know. So I thought, you know what? I'll do the same thing, except it'll be from a position of varsity versus JV.
All right. Got anything more to add?
No, do you want me to get you
No,
some
you're
beef
done.
tallow?
Go ahead, Stoke. What'd you hear there from Clyde?
No, I just don't be scared. Do what you do. Don't be in awe of Josh Allen, and all of a sudden now you're not doing what you do good. I think that's what's important here. I played with Payton, and all of a sudden you see a team, they're just scared defensively. They're on their heels. They're not doing anything that they normally do. They're trying to reinvent the wheel and come up with this great game plan to be able to stop Peyton Manning, but they're not doing what they do or what they've been doing. And so, don't get away from why you've been great and who you've been all year long just because you're playing a great player. And I think that's important here for this defense is do what you've been doing all year. You're a great, you got a great defense. So continue to do what you've been doing. Don't try to change it up because now you're in the playoffs and you're playing a really good quarterback.
How about
Why would they be scared?
Wouldn't you love to see another one of those deep shots like the playoff game last year to Troy Franklin? Right off the bat? Now, didn't hold up, but right away, downfield, big
I don't
touchdown.
even remember it.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't even remember.
Broncos
That's so
had the
long
lead in
ago.
that game. Broncos had the lead.
Yeah.
They took the deep shot to Franklin, and we're like, woohoo! I mean, that's the kind of play I think would be. Oh man, I would love to see that play. That kind of a play right away, early on.
Take a deep shot.
Take a deep shot.
You know what I'd love to see?
Yes.
You know what I'd love to see?
Establish the run.
Yeah. How'd that work out for us, that deep shot? How'd that
Run the
work?
football.
How'd that work out for us?
I'd like to see 2 yards on first down.
How
2 yards on second down.
how'd that deep shot work out for us? What would we get beat? 31-7?
Even
But
if
the
we
deep
don't
shot
get
was
the,
great.
even if we don't get the first down, we start to kind of plant seeds in their head. It'll. I've been paying attention.
That was good,
all
Mike.
year long.
I would like
really good, buddy.
I
Really
would
good.
like to see us.
Science.
I would like to see us bludgeon them.
All right.
And then get into the red zone and score touchdowns.
My God,
Mike
are you
just wants
still
it.
talking?
All we want to do is throw a deep ball. As long as I get a deep ball, then I'll be good.
Stoke likes it. Stoke likes it.
Oh.
No,
That Mike-
Stoke doesn't like.
Yeah,
he
no,
likes
Mike.
you. He likes you because you are just. you haven't learned anything about
Mike, hey,
It's sad.
look, he deserves it. He
does
deserves
deserve
it. Right,
it.
he deserves it. He's been picking on you all week, so
That's right.
good job.
Whoa. He's been picking on you all week. What are you over there? Switzerland?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Get over it.
Yeah, look
That's
at
it. I'm putting beef towel
Look at
on
it.
your ass.
Look at
and
Eddie
Cody's
Haskell
gonna-
over here.
Cody,
Look
you're
him
gonna-
up.
We're going to
Look
have to
him
come
up.
visit you in ICU.
Four down. After Cody gets hold of you.
Yeah.
4 down territory. Here we go.
It's time for 4 Down Territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with First
My
Down.
McDonald's is here. Oh, so happy.
Oh, let's go.
Sean-
Hey, did they have a slab of beef in there? You could rub some of that on your face.
That sausage.
Yeah, that's sausage tallow.
Oh,
Sausage
wait,
tallow.
wait. Guess what?
What?
I forgot. I got food for you, Mike. You said it yesterday. I came through.
Oh,
Chick-fil-A sandwich
Chick-fil-A sandwich.
has been sitting in my golf bag all night, all day, because you said you were going to eat it. Look, he's getting nervous. Look at him. He started to play with his fat skin under his chin. He started to be like, oh, my gosh. This guy actually.
What do they
he's
call
like-
those turkey things that
Yes.
hang down? Those gobblers?
Yeah, he started. He was doing like, holy bleep, Stokley actually came through. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
He's like, all right, I got no
Well,
problem.
no,
with it.
I was kind of thinking about. I actually did think about it this morning. I was like, well, I don't mind doing it, but I don't know if I want to do it on top of also having the Mickey D's.
Well, then, but listen, I came through. I paid like $6 damn dollars
Oh,
for that
my.
sandwich. So
don't
like,
do that.
and I went out of my way to.
Do you have it?
Oh yeah, it's in my car still.
All right, well, next break.
I'll go get it.
All right.
And you're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
The Chick-fil-A sandwich, because Mike called me out for not
Yeah.
eating it 2 days ago, whatever it was.
Set it in
I
your
threw
golf
it
bag
away.
for the whole day.
Yes, I threw it away
last night.
And yes, I left. You said you wanted pickles. Yeah. Got pickles on it. It's in my golf bag still.
Okay.
From yesterday, Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Right. It's dry. It's dry. No mayonnaise.
No mayo. No nothing.
Nothing on it.
Right,
so
I'll do it.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait till you're sick all weekend long. Hey, Mike, how was that Broncos game? Well,
I don't know.
I was on the Tarlet.
Hey, Monday morning will be well.
Cow.
Welcome to Stokley and Schlereth. Mike passed away over the weekend.
Oh, God. Hey. He's no longer with us. E. coli got him.
Hey, Stokley and Schlereth.
He does. Can you move the TV and position it? I'm laying down on the tile in my bathroom here. Can you just, so I can look at it, kind of just laying here on my side? Oh, go Broncos.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, this is going to be good. I almost forgot.
Yeah. Where are we?
First down.
First down.
Run the ball for 2 yards.
We're gonna have to go up tempo here. Sean Payton, how the practice has been this week?
I feel like certainly it felt like a playoff week, practice week, different than, and it should, but it felt different, and I think they get it, and so but you're in that early portion of the process, and so. It's a great opportunity.
All right, great practices. All right.
Second down.
All right, Josh Allen. How do you? What advice can you give everybody? You being a Wyoming guy playing at altitude.
Physically, it's going to challenge you. I think the best thing that we can do though is not really talk about it, not really think about it, and not making it a problem. Just going out there and doing our job and getting on the sideline, getting some oxygen if you need it. But yeah, I mean, I know from firsthand experience, it is an advantage. But to have that mindset of understanding that it's going to be tough, but yeah, we gotta fight through it.
See, this is where the Bills get an advantage from having played last week because they may walk out and outside the locker room it'll say you are now at, 5,280 feet and oxygen is going to be hard to come by. They're just going to shrug it off because they were just down in Jacksonville, where they had to deal with the sign that says Duval, home of the most intimidating chant in the NFL. So
this is easy.
This is easy for them. Altitude, thin air, not being able to breathe. That's nothing. Try dealing with the chant.
Third down.
The chant. Jeez. Hooterville, Jacksonville. All right, the other AFC game. Boy, how sweet would it be? Go out, win the first game tomorrow. Broncos country, just sit back all weekend and watch games, knowing you're in the AFC Championship game. Sit back, watch that game tomorrow, Sunday. New England, Houston. We know who Mark's picking.
Yeah.
How about you, Stoke?
I'm with Mark.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm going Texans.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the light.
Yeah. I think
I'm more impressed by Houston's running game than I am their defense.
I wonder why.
That's right, Mike.
Woody Marks.
I mean, well, they
got him on your fantasy team.
Right, they got elite level defense. We know that. Petrie,
best.
Al Shahir, Stingley. I mean, he's
Lassiter.
Yeah. How about Daniil? Don't call me Daniel Hunter.
That's right.
On the other side of
put some respect on that name.
That other pass rusher,
Will
Anderson. Yeah.
Oh, fearsome.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
Fearsome.
And then,
enough to give you diarrhea.
How about Toto?
To'o.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
Linebacker. I mean,
right,
that
so
guy's a 4-down linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
He plays downhill.
Yeah.
2, 3, fourth down.
What about the NFC games?
He's a downhiller.
What about the
What do you know
NFC
about?
games?
What do you know about downhill linebackers?
What do you know about downhill linebackers, Evans?
You would have been a great downhill linebacker. With the size of that head, there's only one way you can't go backwards.
Just lead with the head.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if there was no such thing as a passing game, you'd have been the perfect middle linebacker, right? Because you're just coming downhill, putting that bean on people.
I'd be.
Give me that sound again. Yeah, that would be you coming downhill.
I'd be in my phone booth playing downhill. That'd be me. NFC games. Who you guys got?
Who do we got? What's the first one?
First one is San Francisco and Seattle.
Seattle at home. I think San Francisco, I mean, they're just too banged up. Their defense stinks. 12th man, not as good as Broncos country here, but that place will be rocking too.
Do you trust Sam Darnold?
I do. Enough. Yeah, no, but they're a complete football team. He doesn't have to go out there and do it by himself. So I got Seattle.
Yeah, their defense, unbelievable. Going through their film from Week 18, unreal what they did and that 13-3 game that they won in Seattle against San Francisco. It wasn't close. They might as well have been 31-3. It was a beatdown. I've got Seattle as well.
Rams, Bears. Gonna be
Rams.
cold. Gonna be cold. Wind chill down around.
I don't care.
5.
Give me the Rams, even though they've been a little bit underwhelming the last few weeks.
I'm going to take the Rams as well. A little bit concerned. Quentin Lake came back last week, and they attacked him last week, and he was not very good.
Who?
Lake, the safety.
Oh, no one knows who that is.
Yeah, you remember Carnell Lake?
Yeah.
That was his father.
Okay. I mean, he played for the Steelers, but we're talking about Quentin.
Yeah, he's really good.
Okay. But
yeah.
Hey, you didn't know about Petrie.
I know, but you got to tell me who this guy is.
Everybody knows who Petrie is.
You got to tell me who he is, though.
Yeah.
He's just saying that some Quentin Lake guy. Quentin Lake's returned, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't even know what position he plays, Mark.
He returned, and he was gone for a while, and they picked on him.
Petrie stands out because he wears the kazoo.
Oh,
yeah. Dude, he does look ridiculous, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to get on these guys if they
they look
ridiculous.
They look
ridiculous.
ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
I would not protect my dome just for the sake of not looking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
I would just go ahead and deal with whatever consequences of the dome.
Because I'm not going to look silly.
Right. I'd rather. Hey, you know what? It was a good run. I'd rather go down early than protect the dome.
I'm going to get McDonald's.
All right, go get that sandwich.
Chicken sandwich. I'm going right now.
We'll do that.
All right, run.
And Stink is dying to hear about those trivia questions yesterday for the drive. Also, did Zach make his pick? Sort of. Classic Zach Bye. That's coming up next.
Will Sean Payton's offense come out swinging after a long break? Will the Broncos defense avenge the blowout loss to the Bills last postseason? We'll react to it all in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, whatever the reason or reasons for not filing your taxes for a while, not as important as let's find a solution. Get the IRS off your back. I recommend you reach out to Todd Whalen and my guys at Advanced Tax Solutions. They are experts in helping people deal with the IRS. And whenever I hang out with Todd, he's a good dude. And he tells me what he's working on. He gets so excited, so passionate. And I can't help but laugh. Like, man, you really love taxes, don't you? It's true. Todd at Advanced Tax Solutions, they don't dabble in tax problems. They live in this world. Resolving IRS issues is all they do. All right, now let's get back to your situation. Maybe you're 1 year behind. Maybe you're 10. Maybe you've got unfiled returns, bank levies, payroll problems. Whatever it is, having the IRS paint a bullseye on your back is not fun. It's not something you want to put off any longer, because every day you wait is another day for the IRS to tighten the screws. Penalties stack up. Interest piles on. The warning letters get far more aggressive. Make the call to Advanced Tax Solutions and breathe again. Call 303-753-6040 and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
Colorado roads are icy. Accidents happen. When they do, you're in luck with Flanagan Law. I'm Samantha, the personal injury lawyer who stands out from the rest of the guys. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when it matters most.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
For 60 years, this Toyota location has served Colorado drivers. And today, Groove Toyota carries that legacy forward with family-owned values and a smarter way to buy. Right now, Groove Toyota has over 150 used vehicles on one lot, with more than 50 priced under $15,000. So finding something that fits your budget is easier than you think. Inventory inventory changes daily. See what's available today at GrooveToyota.com or visit us on Broadway in Inglewood. Groove Toyota. Start here. Go anywhere.
Hey, what's up? It's Zach here. And if you're looking for your new go-to spot in Centennial, the Basketball Social House is it. Award-winning food and drinks, an incredible weekend brunch, and a brand new sports bar entertainment space where you can catch every Colorado game. Even if you're not playing, it's a great hang. But if you are, their private basketball suites are unreal. Full court, lounge, music, TVs, the whole setup. And because you're hearing this from me, get half off your first private basketball suite rental. Just use code HALFOFFHOOPS. Trust me, you're going to love this place.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. That's Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry is Colorado's largest watch repair center. We service all major brands, factory authorized for Tag Heuer, Cartier, Omega, Breitling, Panerai, IWC, and many more. Matthews, we have time for you.
Online at MatthewsFineWatches.com.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Double crossing, you little punk.
Can't believe you did that.
Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
Maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to it. So we got a long segment here, so we're going to be able to get to everything we want to get to, all the inside football talk and everything like that. But I am a man of my word.
Yep.
I like a Lannister. I pay off my debts.
You do. We got McDonald's here. I'm chomping down on that.
I owed you.
Yep.
But I had something else I promised I would do.
You did.
You want to set the backup?
Yeah, I mean,
backstory on
because
this?
I left a Chick-fil-A sandwich in my golf bag a couple days ago. I was going to eat it on the course, forgot about it, and then when I woke up the next morning, I'm like, I started thinking, I was like, oh, I got that sandwich still in my golf bag. I got to throw it away. Set it on air, and you're like, why didn't you just eat it? I'm like, it was in my golf bag for, I don't know, at that point, 16 hours or so. Mm-hmm. You're like, it's fine. I would have just ate it. And I'm like, what? No, you're crazy. You're like, yeah. If you do it again, I'll eat it. So I went yesterday to Chick-fil-A and got the sandwiches and put one in my golf bag and kept it there overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just went down to go get it, and I'm an idiot.
Your golf bag's in the garage.
Yeah. I took it out because, you know, the wife and the kids didn't bring the garbage out on Wednesday. So we had 2 big black trash bags full of, you know, stuff that needed to go to the dump. So last night I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring this to the dump. So I took my golf bag out of the car, put the trash bags in there, went to the dump and threw them in there. And so the Chick-fil-A sandwich is in my golf bag in the garage.
Okay. 2 things.
It'll be good Monday.
Yeah. That was my first thought. Listen, I'll do a 24-hour chicken sandwich. I'm not doing like a 72, 96-hour chicken sandwich, okay? I do have limits.
That's fair.
That said, I'll still do it next time.
That's fair. Okay.
That is a standing offer.
Okay, next week, the weather looks great again. I'm going to be hopefully playing some golf.
All right.
So I will deliver on it. I totally screwed that up, and what can I say? So there you go. No Chick-fil-A sandwich today. So you will not be dead over the weekend. You will be able to enjoy the Broncos game.
Right.
You won't be in ICU. And so that's
so Monday we'll all three be together again.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
We're assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
So he's got a few more days to live.
Well, it's not going to be the Stokley Schlereth show. On
Right.
Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I staved off elimination.
Yes,
did.
you did.
Literally.
You staved it off.
Yes. So we've been having fun with Zach Bye all week. And I think for the most part, all of you out there have been having fun with Zach. Some of you probably take it a little bit more personal than maybe you should. But we've been trying to have fun. And we've certainly been having fun with a guy who certainly hasn't made it easy on himself. Would you agree with that, Stoke? He has not made it easy on himself.
No, he hasn't.
Could have made it easy on himself. Could have just said, hey, look, I know I grew up a Bills fan, but I've been here 10 years. And
Just lie.
Just lie.
Right.
So he made his pick yesterday, but not without getting some feelings out.
Whoever wins the game, like, I'm just moving forward with that team. I'm not asking permission. I'm just moving forward with that team. But there is like this part of my DNA is rooted in loyalty. I have friends at home that I probably shouldn't be friends with, but I am, because that's just how it is. And I think that naturally, I think I want to pull for the Broncos, but I can't. It would feel dirty inside to just turn my back on the Bills.
Was he getting choked up?
It sounded
David
like
Adelman.
I heard a little David Adelman there.
Man. You know what? Let's turn to
He
our
was getting
resident
choked
expert.
up.
Our resident expert on people getting choked up. Mike, was there choke up?
I heard some choke up. The voice got a little thick there.
Yeah.
The voice got a little thick.
And it would be like turning my back on the Bills. And whoever wins, I'm just going to roll with them the rest of the playoffs. And I'm just going to support them. I mean, I probably have friends that I shouldn't be friends with today, but, you know, I'm a loyal guy. So I'm buddies with them still. But they're bad guys.
Yeah. Wow.
Cry me a river.
Is Lon in the car right now? I hope not.
Oh, yeah, no, she is. I am screwed.
Yeah, you're in deep trouble. You are deep trouble. Rub some of that sausage tallow on your face.
Let me get a bite of this hash brown.
All right, here we go. Here's some more.
I think that if most people listening, if you said, hey, if you're a fan of a team for the first 30 years of your life, and then you get a job in a different market, do you just flip? Like, you know, there's so many media members in our market that grew up fans of other teams that come to Denver, then they just act like those teams didn't exist. I'm thinking of someone, and this is no hate, but I'm thinking of someone who's got a tattoo of a different team on their body. They were so passionate, and then they act like it doesn't exist. And I just can't do it, you know? And I don't think I'll be actively rooting for anyone during the actual game to be 100%. And we'll see how I actually feel in that moment. But I'm not just going to turn my back on the Bills.
When I heard tattoo, I thought he was calling me out. But then I was like, you better not, because then you'll get the Tebowites against you.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want you do not want that smoke.
No.
It's already been a rough week. You don't want that smoke added on top of it. So,
No. Well,
I don't know who he was talking about. I think I know who he was talking about, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, they ought to have a I want to see like a live stream of Zach watching the game.
Oh, that would be
it would be great.
It would be, because I think that there would be like if the Broncos make a big play, he'd be like, you know, but if the Bills make a big play, he'd be like, yes.
Well, he said, you can't watch this game. You just
let's get to the pick,
okay?
Because he made a pick, sort of. You be the judge about who he's going with.
Do you think the Broncos will end up winning, though?
I do. I think that Josh Allen is the best player on the field and his impact because he touches the football every play, but the Broncos are a better team.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a super fan. Like, I don't come in here and like slurp and do all this stuff. Like,
no.
I think this is like the fourth best Bills team that they've had. So while I'm not going to root against the Bills, I'm not going to turn my back against the Bills. The Broncos are the better team. The Broncos are playing at home. I think the Broncos are going to win the game.
He thinks the Broncos win. But who do you think he's rooting for?
Well, he said he's rooting for the Bills.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
It's because of the buddies back home.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Loyal.
Bad influences.
Yeah. Do
Right.
I
But
have
he's
good
still- but he's
friends in
stuck with
prison?
them.
Yes.
But I'm loyal to him. Right. Yeah.
Do I visit them? Do I go to Shawshank and visit them? Yes, I do.
Shawshank.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Well, I just he's playing the Bills card here, and poor Bills fan, and we can't ever win the big one, and he's playing that up. He should have just lied from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm looking for sympathy.
So
yeah, it's tough. It's a tough decision for him.
Yeah, really tough.
You guys yesterday planted the seed. You guys were great. You were like the devil on my shoulder type. And because I had put together, because we did trivia yesterday, and so we did their questions yesterday morning, and it was my turn to come up with 4 questions for them for their show. And I had 4 prepared, actually 3, and then Ty was going to do the curveball question. And then you especially think, well, you should do like every question should be like Bills and Josh Allen. And so I was like, yeah. And I'm like, that does sound like a great idea. So I put these together. I was worried. I honestly was worried all day because I know Zach gets a little bit sensitive about these things.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know how it would be received. I didn't want it to come across as being overly mean or petty. I would hope that it came across in the spirit for what it was intended. Yeah. So you don't know what the questions were.
No. I gave you a couple as like I just threw a couple out there to you to use at your discretion.
So this was trivia for the drive, and this is how it sounded. All right, guys, here we go. Question number 1: which quarterback from the quarterback class of 2018 has thrown for the most NFL career yards? So I talked to the guys afterwards. They said at this point we are 100%. This is just regular trivia.
Right.
And, we understand the genius of the question because 2018 was the Josh Allen class. Is Allen the obvious answer? Are they trying to, is Mike trying to play a game with us?
Right.
Is it somebody else? So they debated it for like a solid 4 or 5 minutes. Is it Josh? Is it Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
What about Sam Darnold, Lamar, all that stuff? So they were taking it seriously and they debated for several minutes. Answer, Josh Allen. Okay.
All right.
They got it.
Okay.
All right.
At this point, straightforward trivia, right?
Right.
Then it took a turn. Question number 2. Legendary quarterback and GM John Elway was roundly criticized for not attending this college quarterback's pro day. Who was he? Answer, Josh Allen. Question number 3. Casey Bramlett is Wyoming's all-time career passing yards leader. This is my favorite one, by the way. Who's 8th? Answer, Josh Allen.
Who's 8th?
I thought that was so perfect.
That was good.
And your curveball question. Name the actress who starred in the 2010 remake of the movie True Grit, and what NFL quarterback is she married to? Answers, Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen.
Why? Well done. Well done.
That's good.
That's good.
That is good.
By the way, that True Grit remake, great movie.
Is it?
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
In it, too, yeah. Really good movie. Loved it. But she's in it. Yeah,
Haley.
she was really good in it, too.
Oh, sure.
Very good in it.
Great actress.
Anyway, so there you go. We've had fun all week.
That is great.
And we'll see what he has in store.
I wish I was listening after they really worked on the first one
Right.
and started to realize what the game was.
What a jerk. What a jerk. But, hey.
I want to pound his ass.
That's why I immediately reached out to Dante. I said, I hope you know because I don't want to get.
You got me yelling
I
now.
don't want to get
All right,
mad.
don't start yelling at you.
You could have easily got 4 or 5 more Josh Allen questions in there, right?
Wow.
Oh, very
It's
good.
literally impossible.
I had totally forgot about
I
it.
know. They could have easily slipped away today.
Easy. I mean, first off, we're all a little bit lightheaded from the beef tallow.
Yes. Right. That, and we've been all on Zach and this Bill stuff that we could have just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Very easily.
By the way, just the other story of today, very, very pungent. Mark Schlereth, who is doing some digital stuff afterwards, and so he looks really good. But from the moment he walked in, it was like, what the heck is that smell?
Mm-hmm.
Did you bathe in cologne this morning? And it turns out, go ahead, Stink. What do you got on your face today?
Well, the story is I've been watching a lot of self-help videos. I've been getting fed ads because I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of the tinnitus in my ears that rings 24/7. It seems to be getting louder, and so now I'm getting served all kinds of commercials for things that are going to help you, and vitamins and all kinds of different things. And beef tallow came up, and I was in Sprouts. I was looking for some tinnitus relief, some natural, homeopathic remedies. And boom, I came across beef tallow, and I just had watched this video on how good it is for your skin. So pick some up, and I was like, yeah.
Why not? I
Yeah.
mean,
why not?
Let me just throw it on my face.
The internet is never wrong.
The commercial was very compelling. It was very compelling. So I took a little dab and put it all over my face. I was like, woof, that is fresh. And it is very, very pungent. As a matter of fact, my eyes have been watering all morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my skin looks tremendous.
It does. It looks good.
It does.
Yeah, but the smell, just like it overwhelms you.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, hopefully you're still alive by Monday.
Yeah, good point.
Talking about Mike,
Yeah.
getting lucky he didn't have to eat that
I'm
24-hour Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I'm worried about you with this beef tallow, permeating the room.
And
if you come home, and Cody has a flavor for beef tallow, right, you could be like this
Big
could
trouble.
be it for you.
It could.
He's already tasted your blood.
I know.
Now he's got a little seasoning on top of it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, he just you walk in the door, he's just laying over there on his wherever he lays. Cody, they always like to lay it somewhere. He'd be, just look at you.
I'm out of the house.
Yes,
right?
that might be a
I'm
good
right
idea.
out of the door.
Or scrub your face before you walk in. All right. You said something this show, Stoke, that I tend to agree with you, but I'm curious how people out there are going to react here on the eve of the game. You think they're playing with house money?
For me, they are, and everyone's different. You can look at this game and what's going on and view it how you want to view it. Fan is going to fan however they want to fan. But I look at it and I'm just like, man, what a great year! It's been awesome. Now, do I want them to win the Super Bowl and go to the Super Bowl? Yes, I do. But there's this appreciation from me of what I've watched this year and how much fun it's been and where this team was 3, 4, 5 years ago and how long it's been bad football. Ever since I've been doing radio, it's been terrible football. And now we have fun football, a number 1 seed, and it's going to be tough. And you know what? Guess what? For me, this year, if something bad happens and they're not able to go to the AFC Championship game, will I be disappointed? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, what a year. I'm excited about the future Broncos football. This was fun. And so that's that. I know. I can't help it, but that's where I'm at. Sorry.
So what if it's like it was last year? What if it's not competitive and it's a 31-7 beatdown and it's a kind of the want to the season finish? Then does that change your kind of house money feel for the Broncos?
No, I'll be disappointed. Like, gosh,
Right.
I wish you were more competitive. But I won't all of a sudden view this any different because I think the future's bright, regardless of what happens. Just like at the end of last year when they lost in that playoff game.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we all just like whatever then. And but we still felt like the future was bright.
Correct.
And then look at this year. So it didn't matter that you got your butts whipped in that playoff. So if you get your butts whipped tomorrow, I still think the future is very bright, and this is a team on the rise. So even if it's really bad, then okay, it's just really bad.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, like everybody, I want a competitive game. Obviously, I want the Broncos to win, right? I want a competitive game. I want the Broncos to win. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I think the Broncos will win, but they're going to have to play. They're going to have to be great on both sides of the ball, and that's playoff football. And, I mean, do I have trepidation? Yeah, because I think Josh Allen is amazing. I think their offense is pretty amazing. But do I see things where I think we match up well? Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I'm with you. I do think there's some form of house money on this deal.
Yeah, and I think, like I know, playoff football, anything can happen. It's one stinking game.
Yeah. That's why it's so much harder than like winning a Stanley Cup or
best of 7. Oh, wow, we play the best of 7. You know what? We can just do whatever in the first game. It doesn't even really matter, right? That's not the case in football.
Yeah.
This is game 7 every time you step out on the on the field in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. So you might not play your best. You might play a bad game. You know what? That stuff happens in the NFL, in the playoffs. And so I've seen it. I've been a part of those games where I've had great teams, and we just go out there and we're a little bit off, and you lose. You're done.
Yeah.
So that stuff can happen, and I'm not gonna all of a sudden look at this team if that happens to them and say, oh, what a miserable year, what a terrible year, and now not be optimistic about the future because of one game.
I get what you're saying. You make excellent points. However, you guys also talk about the idea that nothing's guaranteed. The future isn't promised. You don't know if you're going to be able to get back to this situation. And in a year in which you have set yourself up nice, in a year where everybody agrees it's a wide open field, you've put yourself in a position where you only have to win 2 games at home to be in the Super Bowl. And Mark, you love to reference what Dan Campbell said just a couple of years ago when the Lions look like just an emerging beast, and they lose a tough playoff game, and he's like, there's no guarantee we're going to be back here again. And 2 years later, they're out. They don't even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So there is something to the idea that, yes, this team probably has overachieved. They have overachieved. They're probably easily a year ahead of schedule from where they realistically should be, but now we're here, and the situation is the situation, and if you don't take advantage of it, just how much of a missed opportunity is it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, to get to this point, to be the number 1 seed, man, that's a really hard thing to do, and they don't come around very often, so you do need to take advantage of it. But I think that, just for Broncos country, and you speak for Broncos country.
I do.
Spokesperson.
Yeah,
Mike
he
Evans.
is the spokesperson. But you're right, is you look at where they are right now, I don't think anybody on the planet expected them to be 14-3. And even though they're 14-3 and the number 1 seed, what do we hear nationally? Well, they may be the worst number 1 seed ever. And so there's a lot of things on the outside. There's a lot of influence on the outside that is motivational. Like the lack of respect and the what happened to him last year and Josh Allen is like there's a lot of things that bode in our favor as far as winning this football game. And I think those things are real. Like I think those things are guys gravitate towards those things. So we'll see how they execute and how they play. They're going to have to play and they're going to have to play great, and they're going to have to execute, man, early especially. Because you get down to this team, then you're in trouble.
Like, all right, I'm getting Mel in Denver. I love you on our Denver Sports YouTube channel, saying 100% must win. These guys are being so soft with it'll be okay if we lose. Mel, I know you're a huge Avalanche fan, okay? When the Avalanche had been bad for a while and bottomed out with that terrible year, I mean, they went through a stretch of hockey, much like the stretch of football we've gone through here. We know how bad it was with the Nuggets for a long time. When the Avalanche and Nuggets were early on in their ascension to becoming a championship team, they didn't get there right away. You know, they had those first couple years where, you know, they went out in the playoffs. They went out in the playoffs early, and they kept building. Well, to be fair, that's where the Broncos are right now. After a lot of years of bad football, they're slowly climbing up. And just like we didn't put any championship or bust expectations on the Avalanche or Nuggets in those first couple of years they were back in the playoffs, should we be doing that here with the Broncos?
Yeah,
I mean, it'll get to a point, where, yes, the expectations for the Broncos will be like they are for the Nuggets and the Avalanche, which is Stanley Cup or NBA Finals or bust. I just, to be fair, I just don't think we're there yet.
No. And look, I mean, these windows open and close quickly. I mean, you look at Kansas City, you look at Baltimore, you know, some of these teams at Cincinnati, they got there. Next thing you know, they have this young, talented football team, and you know, they've done nothing since then. Injuries happen. I mean, a lot can change, but that doesn't change my perspective of this year and how I view it. And I get it. You could say, oh, well, you know, you're soft and you got to win it all. And
you got people calling you soft.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You know, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just I'm enjoying this ride. It's been fun, and I get it. If you look at this thing as a win or, you know, it's a failure every year. If that's the way you want to approach it, I mean, that's fine.
My ears, as soon as you start talking Avalanche and kind of the bottoming out and then rising up, my ears just perked up. And I took some notes because I want to keep you honest, being that I'm the resident hockey guy, that when, you know, big things happen here hockey-wise,
yes,
the NHL Network calls me to come on.
I'm looking forward to when I'm sitting at home watching the Stanley Cup Finals and I see you at Ball Arena saying exactly the things I just said. Boy, I'll be mad. But I'll respect you.
Thank you.
I will respect you.
You are my intellectual property.
I will give you the nod of respect. All right, a lot to react to from all of that. Let us know what you think. RamosLoud.com text line 303-713-1043, Denver Sports YouTube channel. Up next, James Palmer. Man, he's been covering this Broncos team all season long. How's he feeling on the eve of the big game? That's next.
Will R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin find success in the run game? How will Vance Joseph slow down Josh Allen? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Pregame Show, live on game day from Mile High Station, starting at noon. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, unlike losing all that weight that's going to take time and commitment and discipline, that New Year's resolution to stop your hair loss, that can be taken care of in one day. Call Dr. Tanya Pauls and her all-star team at Advanced Hair Restoration. Take advantage of a free consultation and learn all about their simple yet unbelievably successful and, yes, life-changing FUE treatment. Your own natural hair, growing back exactly where you want it. No magic, no gimmicks, just real science and the latest technology. I know it works because it worked for me 20 years ago. Had this done with Dr. Tanya Pauls herself. I believe in it so much. I want you to experience it and all the positive benefits that come along with it. Use me as a resource. Reach out to me here at the station or through social media, but get the ball rolling on this because it can be so exciting for you. Get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Just call 720-459-HAIR and at advancehair.com. That's advancehair.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey, Hey, Brandon Stokley from my friends at Trajan Wealth. I'll be honest, even though I'd been saved for retirement for years, I still had that uneasy feeling. That little voice asking, is this enough? Am I actually ready? Saving is one thing, but knowing you're on the right track, that's something else. That's why I met with Trajan Wealth. They put together a personalized plan that finally gave me clarity. They listened to my goals, explained everything in a way that actually made sense, and showed me strategies I hadn't considered before. And the thing I appreciated most, no pressure at all. No sales pitch, just fiduciaries who truly care about helping you succeed. I walked out feeling prepared and honestly relieved. Take your next step. Call Trajan Wealth today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. They'll come up with that game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, your needs, just like they did for me. You can meet them at one of their offices located in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, or Loveland. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Is your money doing everything it can for you? Like automatically pushing more of your money to savings every day?
I don't think so.
Then switch to Huntington Bank. And let's get more from money. Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Enjoy this run to the playoffs and be safe when you're going to the games or to parties. If you do get into an accident, make the right call to Flanagan Law. While the other guys blend in, I stand out. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when you need it most.
New deals, new wheels. AutoNation's New Year, New Wheels event is going on now. Drive any new or used vehicle 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Save thousands on Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Chevys, Mercedes-Benz, and more. 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation store today or AutoNation.com. On select models with approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase on deferred payments. See store for details.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota in Game 1 with pregame starting at 5:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Boise State with pregame starting at 8. Saturday on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota with pregame starting at 4:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Smear campaigning.
And the Zach By Sensitivity Smear campaign rolls on.
Bonding moments.
Man, today was a great day for the Wolfpack.
And just a hint of bodily functions.
Deviled eggs. Not only do I love the taste, but I know I'm going to hotbox the missus.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, let's welcome in our NFL insider, the one and only James Palmer, who has been so great with us all year long. And James, here we are. You've been around this Broncos team all season long. You got a real good finger on the pulse of who and what this team is. Are they ready for tomorrow? Are they ready for this moment?
You know what? Being in that locker room this week, Mike, I kind of gleaned on something like, it feels almost at the podium that Sean's a little, spicy playoff Sean Payton, little, and I don't say on edge, but like, you got that extra notch that Sean seems to get to in the postseason. In the locker room, it's a pretty loose group. And talking to people in that building, I think they like how kind of loose this group is. And so, yeah, I think they're in a really good spot. I think they understand that, they were able to take advantage of this time, to my understanding, specifically on the offensive side of the ball. And they're going against a team that, if anybody knows anything about Jacksonville, and they should, as physical as that team was, and talking to people in Buffalo, as kind of walking wounded they were during their practice week this week, I do think there's some thought there in Denver. We're fresher, we're loose, we're in a good spot, and yeah, I think they're ready.
Who in this game do you think has the most pressure on them? Sean Payton came out before the season talking about this being a Super Bowl roster. Obviously, Buffalo's been close. Is it Josh Allen and Sean McDermott, or is it Bo and the number 1 seed Denver Broncos?
I think it's Josh Allen. I think all eyes are on him. I think the league wants Josh Allen to continue for the sake of popularity and the guys who drive the ratings in this league. I mean, he's the biggest name and the biggest star, the reigning MVP. I mean, so yeah, I think Stoke, it's Josh Allen. I mean, you look at his record in the postseason, what is he now, like 9-2 outside of playing Patrick Mahomes? Like, he doesn't have to go through the thing that has stopped him each and every year. And so everybody's sitting there going, in the most wide open postseason we've seen in recent memory, you have an opportunity to get over that hump. And he's played brilliantly in almost every postseason game. I don't think he's thrown a pick since 2022. He protects the ball. He played great last week. When I talk to people around the league, they're like, I think that's one of the best games Josh has played in his career. It wasn't just the Superman cape, run around, make plays. He was quick with the football, decisive, seeing things early, accurate with the football, played quarterback really, really well from the pocket, and didn't have to do all those crazy things. We saw some of them, but it wasn't a ton of them. I think he has maybe more pressure on him than even Sean McDermott because of what has transpired in his playoff career, which is there's been one man only holding him back, and that guy's not in the postseason.
You know, James, you talked about the freshness and the looseness of the Denver Broncos. What about the other side of this equation with the Buffalo Bills and how beat up they are right now, how many guys they have missing right now, and Josh Allen's health after last week, tweaked his knees, got a finger, got this, that, and the other. So where are they from a health standpoint, and how much of an advantage do you think the Broncos have in that regard?
I think two guys jump out at me right away. A lot of these quarterbacks trust is so much of how they operate, and Mahomes doesn't trust a whole lot of guys, and you see that with guys that come in and you go, why aren't they playing great, and why doesn't he throw them the football? Josh is that way, and he has a ton of trust for Gabe Davis and a ton of trust for Shavers, and they lose both of them in this game against Jacksonville with ACLs, and that – that's been going around that building of going, man, like that's where Josh likes to go to the ball in some money spots. I know Cooks has had some flashes. We know he likes Shakir and the tight ends for sure. That's a given. But like, that's just an example of where they're at. And they're like, I don't think there's a concern about Josh at all. I was told like they were going to monitor him very, very well this week, but nothing was going to really hold him back. And he was still going to be able to be the player that he is. I think Denver's going to keep an eye on when those things kind of break down. Is he a tick slower than he usually is? Is he moving a little bit different? How does that change how we rush him in the cage rush and all the different ways we want to go after him? I think they are going to monitor that stink, but I do think the other part is there's a little bit of like small positivity on the defensive side of the ball, because I do believe the expectation is that Oliver's going to go. And I think that would change the way they feel as a defense. He's been out for so long. I joked with Mike McGlinchey this week. I was like, Mike, does he change what they do up front at all? He's like, I haven't watched any film with that Oliver. He's been out so long. Like, I haven't even gone back that far in the season. So I do think he would change some of the stuff that's been an issue with the run up front. His quick, short area quickness is so good. I think, if he does come back, it gives them a little bit of boost, but they monitored and changed the way they practiced this week because of the short week, because of altitude, and because of how physical that Jags game was.
Visiting with James Palmer. James, you know that Sean Payton's game plans and play calling come under a lot of scrutiny. I'm just kind of curious, as you look ahead to tomorrow, what do you think is the perfect Sean Payton game plan, thought process, philosophy going into this game?
I think he's had a lot of time to prep, Mike. I really do. I think they kind of felt like the Bills could really win this game. They had extra time. I would think week 18, they spent some time on the postseason teams as well. Just some with the matchup that they were going to have against the Chargers and them resting some players. I want to say they'll overlook the game, but I think they did spend some time. I think you have to run the football, and I think you have to find out early. And I think Sean's smart enough to know this. If I'm talking about it, he knows it. Like, the issues that the Bills have had against the run obviously have been, throughout the course of the year. But you saw that game against Jacksonville, struggling with some of the motion stuff, struggling with, like team speed on defense is a little bit of an issue. It's not a personnel problem they have, but it's just kind of like how they approach some of the run stuff. Do you run some of the same things that Jacksonville did and see if they fix those issues, or are they still issues in the run game? And so I think you try to find different ways to run the football. I think you include Bo's legs in it. That was a plan for Jacksonville, to my understanding, with Trevor Lawrence. They didn't just get fully to it, but he did run the football a little bit. I think you get Bo moving. I think, one of the things that we keep saying is Bo on the move is a big part of this offense. And it is. And he's thrown for more yards and more attempts than any other quarterback on the move in football. For some reason, that does not faze the Buffalo Bills. They allow the lowest passer rating in football against quarterbacks that are on the move and running outside the pocket. So that is kind of strength on strength for whatever reason it is. But I do think he has a plan of some wrinkles that we haven't seen. But I do think they want to see that run game early to see if Buffalo has changed some of the issues that they've had of late.
James, any concern from you that it's been too much time off for the Denver Broncos. Too much time to prep and think about this football game. Any concern there?
I think there's pressure. I don't know if it's too much time. I mean, you get Dre Greenlaw back, which is huge. I think, the way the Bills run the football, I think you're getting a chance to now see, like, okay, big free agent signings on the defensive side of the ball. Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga down the middle of our defense. They ran all over us in that wild card game last year. Let's see if that helps change what we do. And him getting back and them getting, then I just think I was talking to somebody from another team just before I jumped on with you guys. And they were raving, and I was like, I'm going on in Denver. And they're like, do you know how good they handle injuries and status and in that building? It's the best in football, like the way that they manage their players from a health and nutrition standpoint. So I do think they of any team that had this time off would take advantage of it. But I do believe the pressure of being the one, and what you mentioned earlier, Mike, with what Sean said at the start of the season, if you're one and done in a postseason that is wide open, I do think there's that pressure that's sitting there with you hosting the first, home playoff game in a decade and everything that comes with this and the 1 seed. I do think there's some pressure with all the time to think about it. But I do think, they handled it the right way because, again, people outside, and other teams in the NFL think Denver handles this maybe as good as anybody.
James, it also helps that we're not next to an electric substation. So that helps.
That always said, God, who else? Raise your hand if you went down the rabbit hole with that thing. I was like, for like 2.5 hours, my wife's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you have no idea where I'm at right now. I am in it. I was down the rabbit hole.
Hey, on your way out, who you got?
It seems like it's essentially a toss-up. So I'm going Denver. Like, I do think, and maybe this sounds crazy, I don't agree with a lot of the myths that Sean Payton says exist in the postseason. I do think home field matters. I do think playing here matters. I think the short week, honestly, for Buffalo, when I've talked to guys around the league that have played on and I did this week, that have played on a short week coming here, it's usually, it's not, first 3 quarters, I'm fine. And it's not like I'm tired with the altitude, but I do lose my legs a little bit in the fourth quarter. That's where Bo shines. That's where this team plays well. So I do think, since it's roughly a toss-up in a lot of people's minds, I do think I'll give it to Denver with where they're at in the recent injuries in terms of weapons that Josh can go to. I'll give Denver the edge.
All right, James, great stuff as always. Good. Enjoy the game this weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
You guys take it easy. How do I get one of those hoodies that Stink has on? Team, like, to be part of the team.
Oh, that's a great question.
By the way,
I'm looking at it. I like that I can see you guys now, so that's why I notice these things.
Very quickly, James, because you're a TV guy, so you're all about looking good. Your hair is perfect right now. Did you know that the secret to great-looking TV skin is beef tallow?
I was unaware of that in my years of television.
Well, you probably have noticed that my skin looks like that of a porcelain China doll, and
very much so. There's a glow to you.
Yeah,
this
right.
Yeah, it's beef tallow. It's beef tallow.
Beef tallow.
Although it is quite pungent, as we have found out here in the studio. The beef tallow is quite. It's got quite a pungent aroma.
Stings the nostrils.
Yeah. We have been getting a lot of Anchorman comments throughout the morning as well. All right, James, thank you.
All right, gentlemen, take it easy.
There he goes, James Palmer. Coming up next, because let's face it, the question about Sean and his play calling, that is first and front center for a lot of you. I'm getting a lot of texts and reaction about Sean and what to expect from his play calling. Well, Sean is thinking about that as well, as you'll hear next.
Let's go, bring it out! Denver and Buffalo are locked in for a playoff rematch in the divisional round. Kick your football Sunday off in style with Denver Game Day, powered by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Live on Game Day starting at 10 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What is happening, fellas? Stoke here for my friends at Embers Golf. I got to tell you, fellas, golf season is in full swing right now. It's been unbelievable golf here in Colorado. I've had such a great winter time playing golf here, and I love my new clubs I got last year from Embers Golf. Driver, 3-wood, all my irons. I am dialed in. So if you want to hit the greens running in 2026, now's the time for you to get dialed in. You can book a custom fitting just like I did at Embers Golf and experience the newest equipment built to elevate your game. Get in, get fit, and get ready to play your best season yet. Spots will fill up fast. Get everyone in the family ready for golf season at Embers Golf in Westminster. It's family-owned and customer-focused, so you know you're getting the best service and the best deals. Don't wait. You can shop now at embersgolf.com. It isn't your big box golf store. It's boutique-style, family-owned, and built for true golf enthusiasts. They're not just selling you golf clubs. They're crafting a full journey personalized to you and your golf game. They got 2 private hitting bays, all the major brands, and this is what separates them from every other store. They specialize in custom upgraded shafts that take your game to the next level. So before the snow hits, I'm telling you, who knows if it's ever going to hit? Get yourself dialed in just like I did. Embers Golf, where your golf journey begins.
All right, football fans, Foundation Kia wants you to catch a ride to the playoffs in an all-new Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid.
We got cars, yes we do!
With all-wheel drive, bold style, and smart tech that reads the field, this SUV is built for the mile high.
Woohoo!
Go Gridiron! Go big savings! Go Foundation! See us in Wheat Ridge or visit foundationkia.com and catch a ride.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Your initial visit is only $99. It includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide.
It's Chuck Devine with SnowCountry.com. Find out what you need and get projects done from the brands you trust at prices you'll love. Lowe's, we help, you save. We've had a lot of talk about the lack of snowfall going into the 3-day holiday ski weekend. But there's still plenty of terrain out there, and there's a selection of trails that had snowmaking throughout the season, and they're all groomed out and ready to go. Not to mention the golden sunshine and great times outdoors. Loveland skiing and riding on nearly 30 trails. Winter Park just picked up 4 inches of fresh snow. They're on 40% of their terrain at 68 slopes. Powder and hardpack for Winter Park. Arapahoe Basin, 22 trails, variable conditions, machine groomed snow. Snowmass on 72-pack powder trails with a 2 to 3 foot base. Cooper with variable conditions and hardpack, they're on 40 slopes, and Monarchs on 80% of their terrain. Wolf Creek on 42 miles of trails has a holiday fun race on Sunday. Jackson Hole and Grand Targhee, Wyoming, both on most of their terrain, and both have very strong snow cover. Get more at snowcountry.com.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider, Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Job shaving.
You played in the NFL, but you were a wide receiver.
Embellishments.
I mean, sometimes I swear you're just making things up.
And amateur zoology.
I think polar bears are bigger than grizzlies.
Of course.
So make them a polar bear.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
As we look ahead to tomorrow's game, already the pressure is on Sean Payton on both the RamosLaw.com text line and the Denver Sports YouTube channel, as already we're getting the preemptive strikes that Sean Payton needs to get out of the way. Sean Payton needs to let Bo cook. Sean Payton needs to not screw this up like he screwed up so many other game plans this year.
That's a rusty.
If the Broncos lose, it'll be because of Sean. All right. Well,
I mean, they were 14-3, right? I thought they weren't 3-14, right? But Sean Payton just screwed up a lot, I guess. I mean, come on, what are we doing?
Well,
seriously.
It's not just, and I've been consistent in this. I get it. When you win and your offense looks good, it's all about your young quarterback and the players. And when you lose, it's got to be that it was a bad game plan. And that's not just a Denver thing. I'm sure they're saying that right now in Green Bay, and they're saying it in every other place where, teams fell short of expectations, and especially on the offensive end. So I get it. I don't think it's correct, but I get it. So, but Sean was asked yesterday about play calling and sticking with the run game, and he ended up giving a very reflective answer that, as Stoke correctly pointed out the first time he heard it, took a few twists and turns that he wasn't expecting. But here you go, and it's 90-second entirety.
Look, I'll make a note on the sheet, run it. It's important. The thing that I have to continue that changes as you get older is you still have to be quick. Like, play just ran, next play. I said this, look, when I was younger, like, we'd run a reverse on the 8-yard line, and I think nothing of it. And as you get older, you think about all the ramifications and so I have to also remove that. It was said as you get older, maybe you don't drive in the rain at night. You begin to, I can't let that happen as a play caller. And sometimes that's something that I have to mentally make sure it's quick. It's quick and decisive, and it's daring at the right time. Not reckless, but those are things that I find that are challenges compared to when I was 33 in New York or, in my whatever. And part of that is being raised by a father who was in casualty claims and insurance, who, we had no trampolines, we had no swimming pools, we couldn't ride motorbikes. We knew where every sharp edge was, and it was like, And so, but anyway, I think that's the thing that I've got to focus on.
Stoke, is this one of the drawbacks of having the head coach be your offensive coordinator? Where if your offensive coordinator is just your offensive coordinator, let's face it, there's probably going to be that aggressive angle that you're going to want to take all game long. And it's up to the coach to maybe reel you in. But if your coach is your main playmaker, does he have a certain governor on his play calling, because he does think like a head coach and he is paid to think about the bigger picture?
Yeah, I think that is certainly. And, if you're the head coach and you have a coordinator, you can always be the guy that tells him, hey, let's be aggressive here. I want to be aggressive. Where does he have anyone able to tell him that when he's calling plays? Who is that guy? Is there anyone there to be able to do that, to help him stay on track? And certainly you have a lot of stuff going on as a head coach. So, like, getting it in quick, those types of things. I mean, you're thinking about a lot of other things, too, as a head coach. So, yeah, I think that's one of the downsides of being a head coach and a play caller. But I like how Sean was reflecting there. And, you can think of it. Anytime you get older, you start thinking back about things that you did when you were younger and like, oh, I would never do that again. like, ooh, I'm a little bit nervous about doing that this time. And so, and I guess that's the same for a play caller.
I mean, we won back-to-back Super Bowls here with a head coach that was a play caller in Mike Shanahan. Now, I think one of the differences is, and I can think back to this like it was yesterday. I could be in the huddle listening to Alex Gibbs screaming at Mike Shanahan what runs need to come out. You know, Sean has it on his play chart. Run it. Like, you didn't have to put it on your play chart because you'd be like, I run the 18 handle, you know, and he'd be screaming. You could hear it, and his voice was so shrill. You know, you're just like, oh my God, this guy. But you got to have coaches on your staff that challenge you, that aren't afraid to challenge you, aren't afraid to be like, this is what we got to do. And you know, whether they have that or not, I don't know. I'm not standing on the sideline. I'm not there listening. Does Davis Webb have that effect? Does Carmichael have that effect? Whoever it is. So I don't know. You know, does Lombardi have that effect on him? Does the O-line coach go over there and scream at him about the runs they're running? Or do they just try to, you know, or are they just coaching their players? So there was a different mentality there, and I think that's a healthy mentality that you have to be really good to keep yourself on track.
So this came in while we were listening to Sean and we were talking. Claymore 64. This is evidence that the offensive coordinator is old and has lost it. Bo needs a new OC ASAP.
Lost it? What?
Yeah, he's lost it.
How?
I don't know. Claymore 64. Tell me how Sean's lost it.
Just getting older and more conservative and doesn't have the aggressiveness that
Explain yourself.
maybe a young coordinator would
That
have.
a young Sean Payton would have.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what he said, you know, so he's got to remind himself, hey, stay aggressive. Don't think about the negative things that can happen. Think about the positive things that can happen. And maybe a young guy brings that different perspective there that, you know, as you get older, you just view things a little bit differently. So, you know, at a certain point, is it time to, you know, maybe pass the torch as we move forward with Bo? Does it go to Davis Webb or, you know, does he go to Carmichael or Lombardi?
Who's the winningest playoff coach in history?
All right, let's hold this conversation.
Josh Allen. No?
Correct.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hold that thought. I want to continue this conversation because it might be the biggest storyline hanging over whether or not the Broncos win or lose tomorrow. That's next.
Will Sean Payton's offense come out swinging after a long break? Will the Broncos defense avenge the blowout loss to the Bills last postseason? We'll react to it all in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, guys, let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain, worried about needing surgery. How about taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here's great news. You can do what I did. Start your journey toward pain-free today with same-day appointments. They're a phone call away. Pick up the phone and call them. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center. You don't have to drive all over town. They've got exams, MRIs, physical therapy, treatment options, all right there in one facility, and they're going to educate you. Here's what's going on. This is why you're in pain, and then give you options for both nagging and debilitating pain. Guys, I can tell you firsthand, they changed my life. I suffered with debilitating pain to the point where it checked me out of life, man. There were times I just couldn't get out of the house, couldn't get in the gym, couldn't play golf anymore, certainly couldn't sleep through the night. A couple short visits to my guys at Spine One. I was playing golf again. I was back in the gym, working out, doing squats. I mean, lifting heavy, and most importantly, sleeping through the night. Guys, don't live that way any longer. I lived that way for decades. Don't do it any longer. Call them today. 303-367-2225. Get your life back. 303-367-BACK. Or find them online at spineone.com.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade?
That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
I do. Everyone does. But even the best deal in the market becomes high if rates fall in the future. So now what? Go through all the expense again? No. Just go to U.S. Mortgages and get our trademarked lowest rate for life product. It allows you to get your savings today and lock in at below market rates like our 4.75 5-year fixed that has a 5.89 APR.
Wait, 4.75% 5 years fixed?
Yes, and even if the market does improve further, great. We redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee, and there's no limit to the number of times you can use this. So stop waiting for rates to get better and wasting money. Lock in your savings now and know you're 100% protected with lowest rate for life. Call 303-LOW-RATE. That's 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com. Rate must be locked by 9/16.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. How about a New Year's resolution where the commitment takes just one day and yet the results last a lifetime? Address years of hair loss like I did with Dr. Tanya Pauls and Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment using your own natural hair. Advanced Hair restores your bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning, and they guarantee your new hair will grow for life. Celebrate the new year with a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 720-459-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Whatever you're looking for when you head out into the wild, keep an open mind. Sometimes the real treasure is the journey itself. Sure enough, there's treasure out there. Sometimes it's something you didn't expect to find. And more often than not, it's as simple as the memories you make. Make some memories of your own with a new vehicle from Corwin Toyota. Family driven for over 100 years.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota in Game 1 with pregame starting at 5:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Boise State with pregame starting at 8. Saturday on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota with pregame starting at 4:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Passive aggression.
Oh, Mark. Sweet, naive, childlike Mark.
Culinary techniques.
So you got the crawfish, you got the tail, you pinch, twist, and some people like to slurp it. You're a slurper.
And backhanded apologies.
You know what? I would like to officially apologize to you, Mike. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're skinny. I'm fat.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Going to give both of you, we do this pretty much every Broncos game, so I'm set to do it here in just a bit, but I do want to finish up the conversation here about Sean Payton, the play calling, him acknowledging that he needs to
remind himself, be aggressive and don't be too conservative when it comes to stuff. The criticism of his play calling this year, when it has come up. Stink, I'll start with you. Fair or unfair?
Oh, I think it's unfair. You're 14-3. And, we can go back to that Chargers game where you're just missing blocks and not understanding where you're trying to get to at the second level. And there's a bunch of things that I look at and go, that stuff, that's not the coach. You block that up in the red zone, that's a touchdown. You don't slide off a guy that you're supposed to be blocking to a different linebacker and then, peel off on that guy who's assigned to the fullback. Like, stuff like that will cost you a game. That's not Sean Payton. That's a good call down there. And you had it perfectly set up to score a touchdown. And because you screwed it up as a unit, that's ultimately that falls on the players, and people don't like to hear that, right? They want to blame the coach. That lack of aggressiveness. We had the texter that wrote in. It's beyond him now. He's not aggressive enough, and the winningest coach in playoff history is who?
Bill Belichick. Yeah.
Bill Belichick. What did Bill Belichick always say? More games are lost than won. You've got to mitigate disaster. You still have to be aggressive, but you got to make sure you don't put yourself in harm's way. And ultimately, they're 14-3 with a second-year quarterback. You watch, how many second-year quarterbacks did you watch this year that aren't nearly? There's Bo Nix, played great, and there's Drake May, played exceptional. Then you look at Penix. How did he play? How did J.J. McCarthy play this year as a second-year quarterback? You could talk about Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was tremendous off schedule. On schedule, he completed over the course of the season 58% of his passes. So you got to understand where we are right now. And you got to understand how you're coaching a football team based upon the players that you have. Do we have dynamic weapons on the outside? Would you say, hey, man, our wide receiving core, if you did a confidence test with all the wide receivers or the quarterbacks or the running backs, we did it with the running backs the other day. We picked us as last place in the 8 teams that are left in the playoffs as far as our running back room is concerned. Where do you think we'd be in the wide receiver room?
Down near the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, we'd be ahead of Buffalo because Buffalo's got nothing but injuries, but you know what I'm saying. So,
tight ends.
Yeah.
Our tight end versus the other playoff tight ends.
I mean, preseason, if we rank it preseason-wise,
we're number one.
You'd have number one.
Because I bought that.
You bought the Joker.
I drank
the K. Adams Joker.
I drank the K. Adams, Evan Ingram. You got your Joker Kool-Aid. No doubt.
I think some of it's fair. Yeah, I do. Some's not. You're always. I mean, fans are always going to complain about play calls. That's what we do. If it doesn't work, if you're just in like an average offense like the Broncos, I mean, there's going to be a lot of things to complain about. But I think some of it is fair. And Sean's telling you. I mean, that's what he's telling you. He's like, I need to get the play in quicker. Is there too many options for Bo? Are we doing too many? Or the RPO? We running too many of those instead of just running the football. But I think there is certain things there. And to Mark's point, look, the players got to go out there and execute what's called, right? Understand that. But it's a coach's job to call it at the right time. And if the players can't run it, then you got to call something else. And you got to scheme up certain plays to get guys open to make plays. But so I think some of it is fair. And then obviously some of it's not fair.
I just think some of it is fair, but I think a lot of the criticism is completely over the top. And it's like, all right, you're telling me this. So let me see if I have this straight. You got a Denver Broncos team that this year averaged what offensively? They scored how many points per game? It was, let me see if I have the number here right here. It was 23.6 points per game. Okay? So you're telling me, for all the Sean Payton haters out there, that if Davis Webb was calling plays all season long, this offense would be at what? 26? 27? With a second-year quarterback, without a stud running back, without really a clear and obvious number one wide receiver, without a slot receiver, without a tight end, that this team with Davis Webb would be averaging, 27, 28 points per game? Do you guys believe that? Mark?
Do I believe they'd be averaging 27, 28 points a game
with Davis Webb calling the plays?
No,
this year.
I don't think it would be any. I don't think it would be any different.
Maybe less. Maybe less.
Well, it's not just about points, though.
Well, nobody.
It's not just about points.
Well, ultimately it is, Stoke.
No.
Ultimately, how are games won?
No,
you have more points than the other guy.
No, I understand that, but what situations are you being put in? How much has your defense contributed? All that goes into points. So to me, it's about staying on the football field, converting and moving the football, yards, and in the end, yes, capitalizing with touchdowns. And the Broncos haven't done a good job of that the last couple weeks of capitalizing those long drives with touchdowns.
I'll leave it at this.
Would it surprise you if I told you that the Broncos were 10th in the NFL in total yards offensively?
No, it shouldn't be because I mentioned that last week.
He did.
You did?
Yeah.
So it's not surprising. You probably was that when he was in Hawaii?
I might have been in Hawaii
when
you did that.
Yeah, somewhere vacation.
Pay attention,
you got anything?
Campbell!
Anything else you want to add to this, Mark?
Look,
this is funny because he was on his phone just like scrolling.
Right. This is
me
the other day at the kitchen table.
Right. Yes. And then guess what?
I've learned it from you.
No, wait.
I've learned it from you.
Just wait. He was over there. And then he put his hand up like, I need to talk. Like he's waving, like he had his hand up in there. He's like, calling me. He's like, okay, Mark, what do you have to say?
I just think again, this offense has not produced like you'd like it to produce, especially in the running game. But you look at the players that you have and where you sit right now, you're ranked as the 10th offense in the National Football League. Come on. Like you got to give the coach some credit for scheming and creating opportunities with a second-year quarterback and an offense where you wouldn't say we have an elite receiving core, we have an elite tight end, we have an elite running back. We don't have any of those things.
Right. Go back and look, by the way, at Josh Allen's second year in Buffalo and compare it to Bo Nix's second year here. Do that for a little homework
I'll
assignment.
do that in my kitchen.
All right, do that in your kitchen. I'll just leave the conversation this way. It'd be one thing if the league, the history of the NFL was just chock full of just tremendously successful second-year quarterbacks. If that was the case, then I'd get it. But it's not. It is very, very hard to find successful second-year quarterbacks. So when you do have a second-year quarterback who seems to be checking a lot of boxes, I think the primary play caller is doing an above-average job. We'll leave it at that. Love to play this game, and we'll do it for both ways, both sides of this game. The Broncos win this game if. The Broncos lose this game if. Stoke and Stink fill in the blanks next.
Will R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin find success in the run game? How will Vance Joseph slow down Josh Allen? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Pregame Show. Live on game day from Mile High Station starting at noon. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Most New Year's resolutions, they're worthy. They make a lot of sense. They're worth attaining. But I can't think of a better one than resolving to start enjoying sex again in 2026. Not much more debilitating for a guy than not being able to perform because of erectile dysfunction. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they can offer a potential lasting solution. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic understands ED is a medical condition, and like many medical conditions, can be treated. Can't argue with the results. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%, and over the last decade, they've successfully treated thousands of men along the Front Range. And this is what I've learned about guys and their ED. They stubbornly put it off, ignore it, hope it goes away on its own. It explains why, on average, men wait a year or more before doing something about their ED. Don't put it off any longer. Schedule that consult. Do it today. Just $99. Take a blood test along with a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose does not work in the office, your visit is free. Got 5 locations to make it even more easy for you. Serving you in Colorado Springs, Fort Collins, a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Just call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Colorado roads are icy. Accidents happen. When they do, you're in luck with Flanagan Law. I'm Samantha, the personal injury lawyer who stands out from the rest of the guys. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when it matters most.
Football fans, playoff season is here, and Foundation Chevrolet is kicking off with the Start the Year in Drive sales event. Catch a ride to the playoffs in an all-new Chevy Silverado. Built tough, powerful off the line, and ready for every mile-high touchdown. Together, let's drive. Go Gridiron, go big, big savings. Go Foundation. See us in Wheat Ridge or visit FoundationChevrolet.com and catch a ride.
Foundation rules. Woohoo!
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry is Colorado's largest watch repair center. We service all major brands, factory authorized for TAG Heuer, Cartier, Omega, Breitling, Panerai, IWC, and many more. Matthews, we have time for you.
Online at MatthewsFineWatches.com.
Need a plumber? Euro Plumbing has the lowest prices in town. Rock bottom prices on whole house repipes, sewer line repairs, even water heaters. 720-500-3000.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by the National Western Stock Show, January 10th through the 25th. Tickets at nationalwestern.com.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Conspiracy theories.
Well, in this case, AI got it wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe Skynet's not taking over anytime soon.
Firm beliefs.
I'm very easily swayed. If you keep talking, I might be at 70 here in about 30 seconds.
And a few sucker punches.
It was the complete motivator for me, the failure thing.
Mark, when does that stop? Not letting your teammates down after you finish playing? Because it seems like it. You let us down a lot.
Oh, man. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
It has been an awesome week of leading to this moment. We've had tremendous insight, analysis, some of our NFL analysts and insiders on helping break it all down. Of course, we got you two doing it better than anybody. Just a quick recap of what we heard from Joel Klatt when he talked the other day about winning a big game. What goes into it?
The number one thing that I think in big games, the teams that are successful, the players that are successful, they're the ones that can reduce the game down to its simplicity of the details, because only after the game does all of this other stuff matter. All of this other narrative, legacy, all of the talking points, that only matters after the game. The only thing that matters during the game are the details. And the players and teams that can reduce the game down to those details and really focus on them, those are the ones that generally have success.
All right, guys, I like playing this game with you every single week as we get ready for the Broncos and that week's opponent. Stoke, I'll start with you. The Broncos win this game if, fill in the blank.
They can run the ball successfully. Got to run it. This is a game to do it. Control the clock, control the game, wear out their defense, and keep Josh Allen on the sideline. So run the ball, run it effectively. They'll win this football game.
I'm 100% with you. And going to a little bit deeper on the details aspect of it, if you guys block the line of scrimmage to the right person at the second level, to the right linebacker, to the right safety, if you execute that line of scrimmage to the second level and you're on the right guys, you will win this game because you will score in the red zone, touchdowns, not field goals. That's what it comes down to me. execution of the details in the run game.
And I agree with both of you, which I'm going to add my own personal spin on it. Broncos win this game if the offensive line is much, much better than they were in the season finale against the Chargers. They were terrible.
They were
terrible.
Bad.
Terrible. May have been their worst game of the year, that offensive line, from a standpoint of not being able to create holes in the run game to just letting jailbreak pressure on Bo the moment he took snaps. It was as bad as we've seen this offensive line, which has had a really good year, as bad as they've looked. So, to me, I'm putting the onus on this offensive line to bounce back after a terrible performance in their last game.
Let me just piggyback on that, because that offense, it wasn't physically getting whooped. Because I can handle, man, every now and again you're physically going to get whooped. I've been there. I think we've all been there that have played the game. We've been embarrassed that way. My problem is you got whooped because you didn't know where to go, because you didn't have the details down. And then you didn't play with the aggressiveness that's required to be good, especially as you get into the scoring realm, scoring region. So those are the things, to me, if they clean those things up, they win this game.
All right, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare, so no excuses there for not being ready. Stoke, the Broncos lose this game if
they turn the ball over. Can't turn it over. Can't give Buffalo more opportunities. And, they're obviously they don't have the playmakers that they had there a few years ago, but Cook's a really good running back, obviously, led the NFL in rushing, and they got some good players that work the middle of the football field, but you can't give them extra opportunities.
I'm going to say they're going to lose this game if they give up double-digit explosives to Buffalo's offense. So one of the things I looked at
double-digit?
Yeah.
How many do teams usually have? I'm going to say 11 or 12?
I'm going to say define an explosive.
I'm going to say, the way I looked at it the other day, I went through all the playoff games. If a team had 10 or more explosives, plays of 15 yards or more is how I did it.
Wow, okay.
If they had 10 or more, every team that got 10 or more won the game. So you give up those explosives, and the one game that was really close, you know how many Carolina had and lost it? 9. They had 9
So you're saying every team that won last week had 10 or more explosive plays, 15 yards or more?
Yeah, the way I looked at it is 15 yards or more. How many times did you do that? Chicago had more than 10. It was one of those things. It was just kind of like a real apparent as you looked at it. Like, and there was a couple games I didn't look at explosives, so I probably looked at all but 1 or 2 of those games last week was that way. So you eliminate the explosives. You're going to give some up to Buffalo because they're that good, right? You're going to give some up. But if you give up multiple, and where you get the multiples is defensive breakdowns from a coverage standpoint where you don't cover somebody, right? You bust in the back end. That's where you give up. That's where you start getting, because you're going to give up 6 or 7. But you start giving up double digits, you're going to lose.
Can we have a conversation about field goals? Because I feel like the NFL maybe the pendulum has swung too far the other way, and that a field goal is a 4-letter word. And that if you're not going for it on 4th down, then you're incredibly weak and a coward and you're scared. I still think, especially in playoff games, especially if you expect them to be close, I still think, Stoke, there's value to a field goal, and it should not be perceived as a weakness if you take a field goal and you take the automatic 3 points.
Yeah, I think the pushback now for, failing on 4th down is kind of going away. It's like,
yeah,
that's what we do. We're aggressive.
Yeah.
Coaches are aggressive.
Coaches
Analytics say
coaches going for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So we got to go for it. No, you're right. Taking points, I think it depends on the situation too, Mike.
Right.
I don't want to be reckless, but I want my coach to be aggressive. I want to play to win the football game, but there is something to be said about getting points, and I think that's overlooked in today's NFL. But I think Sean has a good feel for that stuff. He's not reckless with going for it. I think he's very measured in those situations, and I like a coach that is flexible and not a coach like Dan Campbell that's just go, 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 go all the time. I think it needs to be a fluid situation, depending on what down and distance is, what does the game look like, the feel of the game, and I think Sean has a good feel for that.
I'm 100% with you. I think there are times where you drive a ball down and you get, and I understand, like, hey, our defense is playing really well, like our defense is playing really good, and we don't fear the opponent's offense, and we've got them pinned down deep. We'll go for it on fourth down, even if we don't get it. We'll force a punt, and we're going to be right back in the same situation. I understand that situation, but I think one of the things that happens if you put a long drive together and you stall somewhere around the 20 and you just go for it and you don't get it, there's almost a deflating aspect from a momentum standpoint, like, oh, gosh. And there's momentum that shifts in that. And you got to be careful with those momentum swings over the course of a game.
Let me give you an example, and I made a note of this when it happened, thinking ahead to talking about this game. Last week in that Bills-Jacksonville game, Buffalo's just fumbled. Jacksonville's recovered it right in Buffalo territory. They're up 7-3. And they get down to that 4th and 2. They decide to go for it. That was the play where Trevor Lawrence dives for the first down and his shin hit before. They end up turning it over on downs. It's 7-3 at that point. Jacksonville's got the lead. Now, I get if it's 6-3. If it's 6-3, go for it. But to me, there's something psychological about, in a playoff game especially, for a team that's playing on the road, if you can go up a touchdown. And you kick the easy field goal, you go up 10-3 at that point.
Right.
And you're up by a touchdown. And at that point, I think that's what I'm talking about. Even though it was the second quarter, I think kicking the field goal there in a playoff game that you anticipate being close is the smart play, and it's not a sign of weakness, especially when then Buffalo turns around and goes down the field, scores a touchdown. Now all of a sudden they're up 10-7. And but I just think the psychology sometimes has to be factored in that, maybe a field goal here works.
Right.
And it's not a sign of weakness or cowardice, if you don't go for it.
I think talking to coaches, one of the things they feel like with the new dynamic kickoff rule, you're giving the opponent the ball around the 35-yard line the majority of time. And like when we used to start, when Stoke and I played and you started at the 20, you eliminate a third of your playbook. You're like, hey, we can't run this here. We take a sack or we give this up, and then we're in trouble. Right? When you get to the 35, your whole playbook is open. There's just a different mentality. And so coaches feel like, well, from the 35, they're 2 first downs away from being able to kick a field goal. Right? Not that anybody kicks field goals anymore, but that's the mentality. So, hey, we better off, you kick a field goal and you're just 4 points closer to losing. It's just kind of the way the mentality of the league is. But I believe playoff football, I believe field goals are important. That's why you pay these kickers a lot of money, and you should take those points.
Coming up next, I want you guys to give me one unsung hero on offense and one unsung hero on defense in a Broncos win tomorrow. That's next.
Let's go, bring it out! Denver and Buffalo are locked in for a playoff rematch in the divisional round. Kick your football Sunday off in style with Denver Game Day, powered by Common Spirit Health, official healthcare partner of the Denver Broncos. Live on Game Day starting at 10 a.m. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What is happening? Stoke here for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. And I got to tell you, what a week it's been. Some unbelievable auctions, some unbelievable items, great deals that a lot of people got on some great items. That's what I love about Roller Auction. But don't worry, next week's going to be just as good. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. Guess what? It's free. It's easy. It's open to the public. And like I said, the best part about it is you're going to get great deals on great items. Got a reconditioned Power Tools office furniture auction that will be ending on Monday, January 19th. It's always a really, really cool auction that has a lot of great, unique items. And then the following week, got a contractor vehicle, tool, and equipment auction. That is always one of my favorite auctions. You're talking about big ticket items, big boy construction and contracting equipment items. And this is what I love about Roller Auction. There's always updating and adding new auctions every single week. Go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
I dared Archwell Health to keep track of my vitals and my grandkids' names.
I dared Archwell Health to simplify my prescriptions, so Max and I have more time to play. Good boy.
And I dared Archwell Health to be closer than my neighborhood coffee shop. Our members dared us to do more as a primary care provider for adults age 60 and up. So we made it our mission. Visit archwellhealth.com and become a member today. Archwell Health. We dare to care.
Happy New Year, Susan. I really appreciate you picking up the bill for lunch.
I'm happy to. One of my New Year's resolutions is being better with money. So I've started using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for buying gas.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I earn cash back just for buying the gas I was already buying.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play and start earning cash back on everyday gas purchases. Use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents per gallon on your next fill up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RIDER. Code RIDER.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by Flanagan Law.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota in Game 1 with pregame starting at 5:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces Boise State with pregame starting at 8. Saturday on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with North Dakota with pregame starting at 4:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Candy shaming. I don't know how anybody can eat that. Black licorice? Ugh. 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 Gross.
Fact checking.
I think we have another candidate for the Mike Evans big board of BS.
No way.
In the spirit of giving.
Mike is getting an almost new but slightly used snowblower.
Oh, is that his compensation, Mark?
No, that's just out of the goodness of my heart, Stoke.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, somebody told me. Rolling through our 9 o'clock hour, just had a great segment, although one of the people on our text line, Stoke, observed that you seemed a little quiet in that last segment, and they're wondering if that beef brine is putting you to sleep.
I think that's what it is.
Did you rub a little bit of that beef tallow on your face, and it's like too much beef. It's making you sleepy.
I know.
Did we bump into each other in the hallway or something?
Am I breaking out in a rash or something?
Got a little. Has the smell dissipated?
It has.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've gotten used to it or what, but people don't know Mark had some, what is it called? Beef
tallow
that he moisturized, cream that he put on his face, and like right when he was in here at 6:40 or whatever, and I was walking by him, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, the overwhelming odor smell was just like it took over our whole room.
Yeah. And I want to stress that the beef tallow cream, it is a cream that he bought. It wasn't like he was cooking a brisket yesterday and took all the droppings and then just rubbed them on his face.
He did not.
No,
he did not do that.
It was right from the pharmaceutical, area in Sprouts.
Okay, so
yeah.
there's an air of legitimacy to this.
I was looking. I've been getting served ads, and I was looking for something for my ear ringing, and then I bumped into an ad I had been served about beef tallow, and I was like, "Ha ha! Look at this! I'll try this out."
By the way, you gotta love that
my skin is just glorious.
You gotta love the people have been giving their recommendations for how you should deal with your tinnitus.
Oh, yeah?
Is it tinnitus or tinnitus?
Tinnitus.
And I'm sure you've never thought of this one in all the years you've been dealing with it. Somebody said, Mark, maybe you should go get your ears cleaned out. I'm sure you...
My ears are immaculate when it comes to cleanliness of my ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could probably see all the way into your eustachian tubes.
You could see right through my head because there's nothing blocking. You go right in one ear. If you look just the right angle, you can see right out the other ear.
My ears are like that too, but to see all the way through, you need like a Hubble telescope to be able to see all the way through.
Yeah, to get through the size of that head.
Big
You're
dome.
right.
Big dome. Guys, win. The Broncos win tomorrow. Stoke, I'll start with you. Shake you out of your beef tallow stupor.
I hope Cody attacks you.
As soon as you walk in, he lifts his head. Starts sniffing the air.
Right. What is that?
I smell beef.
Oh, Cody hungry.
That would be your ass.
Give me an unsung Bronco hero on offense and an unsung Bronco hero on defense.
I'm going to go Troy Franklin on offense. He's got the big playability. He's that guy that, Sean, I think when he looks to be aggressive, shot plays are usually him and Marvin Mims. So I'm going to go Troy Franklin offensively, and defensively, I'm going to go with McMillan. He's a big play guy that generates and creates turnovers. We see him blitzing. He does it in the passing game. And I think a lot of their plays are made in the middle of the football field with their tight ends or their slot receiver, and that's where this guy plays. So McMillan for me on defense and offense. I'm going to go with Troy Franklin. I had an honorable mention on offense, but I'll let Mark go first before.
To your point about Troy Franklin, been a quiet last couple of weeks for Troy Franklin. He was really trending there. He had strong games against Green Bay and Jacksonville where he combined for 10 catches for 150 yards and a touchdown in those two games. Last two games, just 4 catches for 17 yards. That's it. Coming off zeros against the Chargers. So he's due. He's due.
All right, unsung hero for the Broncos on the offensive side of the ball, Jaleel McLaughlin.
That was my honorable mention.
Yeah.
Good job.
I figured as much. I think the way he's been running, the effort that he's been running with between the tackles, sometimes, looking at yourself and maybe not getting the opportunities early in the season, you look at yourself when you get those opportunities, you've got to take advantage of them. I think he's done that the last couple of weeks. I think he has been the best inside runner, better than R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey's been great catching the ball out of the backfield, but I think he's going to get he's going to be the one that's productive, and he's going to get some of the lion's share of those carries. So Jaleel McLaughlin is my unsung hero.
All right, I'm going to go with one. Let's see how well you guys.
Do I get to do my defense first or no?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's
sorry.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Mike
go ahead.
just-
Go
no.
defense.
Right. Okay, so I did the same thing as Stoke. I wrote down McMillan, and I think it's because for me it was you're going to have that matchup a bunch with Shakir. And when they want to get back on track, that's the go-to guy. If they have a bad first down, an incompletion, or a 2-yard run, the guy they're going to go to is Shakir, and you're going to be matched up on him a bunch in the slot.
Well, okay, question for you. And, Mike, we'll get to you hopefully by next segment. What do you think they do with Surtain? Does he go in the slot and cover a tight end?
Who asked that question to you earlier?
Is he on Shakir?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Because it almost seems like
Vance,
it's kind of a waste this week.
Vance does with PS2, or does he just stay where he normally stays and just covers whoever's out there?
Yeah, I think you're going to see him kind of just. I think you're going to see him stay where he normally stays. There may be some key third down matchups where you might travel him either to a tight end if they're a tight end, kind of in a slot situation, or Shakir. So I think you're going to get a mixture of that. I watched this thing Robert Saleh did on just traveling guys, and for the traveler it's easy. But then all of a sudden you have to have a guy that's normally in the slot, right? A guy like McMillan normally in the slot and say, okay, now you got to play outside because all of a sudden we put PS2 in the slot. And so then it puts guys out of positions that they're normally comfortable in. So there are consequences to doing that. So I think you'll see him a lot just not traveling with anybody, but in critical situations, I think you'll see some of that.
Yeah, one second, Mike.
No,
we'll
right.
get to you.
We'll get to you, Mike.
No rush.
Varsy's talking. I think you're right. I think the one good thing they have is the depth at the corner position to be able to move maybe Barron outside and be able to cover up if they do put Surtain in the slot. I think you got to put him on Shakir as much as possible.
Okay.
I mean, that's their one main weapon in the passing game. Now, you will see Kincaid and Knox make a few plays, but what gets their passing game going is Shakir, and they do a lot of different things with him. So they make it difficult to follow him around. They motion him, orbit motions, all these different things, screens, and they get the football in his hands a lot. I want to limit that as much as possible. I'm gonna put PS2 on him.
I would put PS2 on the second best player on my fantasy team this week, and that would be Dalton Kincaid.
It's a great pick by you. Just a savvy veteran move.
You got me yesterday.
Mark, you KGB'd him.
You did. Totally. Good poker face, man.
Thank you.
Props to you. You got it. You got me. Let's see if you guys have been paying attention to me this year, which you probably haven't. But let's see if you have.
I think we have.
Who do you think? It's not either one of your unsung offensive guys.
I know who it is.
Who's my unsung offensive guy?
Oh, I know. This is easy. This is easy. Evan Ingram.
Boom! It's time.
Come on.
It's time.
Oh.
It's time. There's still time, Evan Ingram. There's still time for you to play up to that Joker role.
Oh, it takes time to learn the Joker role.
It's a lot to learn.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Unsung
18
hero.
games or 17 games, not enough.
Not
It's
enough.
number 18 where the Joker role really comes into play.
Hey,
Unsung
if he
hero.
performs in this one, then who cares about what happened in the regular season? That doesn't matter at all.
Exactly. It's all forgotten. So I'm going to go with him on offense. Defense, I'm going to go with Jonah Ellis.
Oh,
I don't know. There's just something. I like this guy. I like this guy as a player. I think he's got the big game gene in him. So I'm going to go with
that's a good
I'm
one.
going to go with Jonah Ellis making a big play in a Bronco win. What are you looking at?
My
Mark's
phone was
phone's
ringing.
blowing up over
Maybe
there.
that was
spam.
Was that your phone ringing, or was it your ears? Predictions coming up next.
Will Sean Payton's offense come out swinging after a long break? Will the Broncos defense avenge the blowout loss to the Bills last postseason? We'll react to it all in the Fan Football Postgame Show, live on game day starting at the 2-minute warning. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
How about a simple New Year's resolution, one that even I could achieve? Reverse the clock on hair loss with Advanced Hair's simple one-day FUE treatment. You will feel more confident and more youthful when you witness your own natural hair growing into those places that have been balding or thinning for years. From Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology to their highly experienced team, there is no one I trust more in hair restoration. Their simple FUE treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and your new hair is backed by the Advanced Hair Guarantee. I know from personal experience, Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care makes your comfort and your results their top priority. Celebrate this new year with a fuller head of hair and get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR. Discover what meeting your resolution could look like with the before and after pictures at advancedhair.com.
Women go through many changes in their lives. And we believe each milestone matters. That every new candle represents another step in your story. Our healthcare experts support women at every stage of life. Because each chapter deserves to be celebrated. Women's health. Nurture what's next. Find care near you at mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health. Human kindness lives here.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Will?
When I was 50, my whole life fell apart. I lost my job, I lost my wife, I lost the house, I lost pretty much everything except for my life. When the IRS came calling, I just didn't have it in me. I felt like Wile E. Coyote, just waiting for that IRS anvil to drop.
Then Will found tax relief advocates.
I heard their advertisement on the radio, I wrote down the number, and I made the call that changed everything. The IRS gave me a bill for $40,000. Tax relief advocates got that down to $3,200. I've paid 9 cents on the dollar. Now that's a great deal in anybody's book.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Will did and call TRA for a consultation.
But for me, the real win is I got my life back.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-488-2578. 800-488-2578. That's 800-488-2578.
New deals, new wheels. AutoNation's New Year, New Wheels event is going on now. Drive any new or used vehicle 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Save thousands on Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Chevys, Mercedes-Benz, and more. 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days. Hurry to your nearest AutoNation store today or AutoNation.com. On select models with approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase on deferred payments. See store for details.
Plumline Services, serving Colorado since 1998 for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Service at home, servants at heart.
Tune into Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Forced surrender.
I tried. We tried. Didn't work.
Oh, no, I don't think you're ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Have
This
fun.
is not going to
Opinion
Not prepared.
shooting.
I didn't put the work in during the
Another
week.
candidate for the Mike Evans big board of BS.
No way.
And an occasional superiority complex.
Come on, you could do it.
Realize I'm doing a national
broadcast. Put me down.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Baby.
Oh! That was your best one when it came to hitting the baby.
I know.
But you were still early on the ooh.
I was. Better than I expected after I didn't really.
Yeah, you weren't ready.
I packed it in this week. I wasn't prepared. I didn't put the work in.
You have beef tallow in your eyes.
That is true.
Yeah.
By the way, before we go any further,
Right.
You said yesterday you would be able to map out an escape,
early exit.
Yeah.
escape plan for Mark if he wants to leave the game early tomorrow, like you did in the Giants game.
Yep. I think the plan is there. You trying to leave at halftime?
Yeah,
maybe third or half. I mean, because you want to get
early third so I can watch the fourth.
Yeah, you want to be able to get home and be able to watch the fourth, miss the traffic. What happened? So here's the problem with that, Mark. If it's a good game, you're gonna leave. If it's a good game,
if it's a good game, I'm just gonna tough it out.
Yeah.
This is an escape plan in case it gets.
I think you're leaving in the third regardless, and you want to be home and miss the traffic and watch the whole fourth. That might be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So you hit no traffic.
I hope Dreesen isn't in there.
Oh,
that guy.
He'll rat you out.
Oh yeah,
he'll rat you out.
He
quick.
will call. The first thing he'd do was call Mike.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I knew I was in trouble that next day on Monday when Mike was like, "Hey, guess who we got coming on today?" I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "Joe Dreesen." I'm like, "Are you serious? Of all days?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he wrote some poem. I'm like, "Oh, this is unbelievable luck for me."
Maybe I go
what
in-
bad luck for me? Like, really?
Maybe I go with disguise. Maybe I have to wear a disguise in there.
Yes. You just make a break for it. It's pretty easy. I mean, the suite level where they got it's nice and easy.
Yeah. Just get in the elevator. Boom. Down
No, you don't even need to get in the elevator. Well, it depends on, I guess, what level you're on. You just walk straight out.
Oh.
You walk straight out, and then there you are. You're right there, and I don't know where you're parking.
I'm parking in the Broncos parking area there.
The players?
Well, yeah, right where the staff and people play. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kind of a
big deal. Wow. Okay. Good for you, bud.
What'd you do? Take light rail?
I don't park there. Walk like 2 miles from the.
Payton.
Oh no! I'm right by where all the statues are.
Yeah.
I'll pull right in there.
No, not me. That's why I got to get out and make a break for it because I got to. First of all, I got like a 1.5 mile walk, and then if you have traffic on top of that, oh yeah, you got it easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had delivered a speech that led to a Super Bowl,
That is true.
you'd be able to park underneath.
That is very true.
He's
not parking underneath.
Well, you know what I mean, but like right up next
by
to
the
stadium.
TV trucks. Just park by the TV trucks.
Right there, right there. Go
See
inside.
Romo and Nance.
Go inside where the buses
I
are.
work for Fox.
What's up? Fox Credential.
Used to have a TV show for Fox.
They're like, you know what? They'd be like, we know you don't cover the playoffs. You're not high enough on the ranking to cover the playoffs. Get your clown behind out of here.
You
know your role and shut your mouth.
Wait, who's calling this game?
Romo and Nance. You should crash their booth. You should just walk in and go, "Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Need a little Bronco insight?"
Just thought I'd swing by. See how you doing.
Maybe they'll pop you on.
Oh, I got to listen to. Do I really have to?
No, God, please, no.
By the way, I'm not surprised, and thank you. Boy, you two sound like you're like, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to the game. I guess if it's a good game, I'll stay for 4. You got Bronco fans who would give their you-know-what to be
I'm
able
not
to go
going to the game.
To be able to go to the game, and you're just casually saying, yeah, well, I'd like to be back home by the 4th quarter.
That's
so
Mark.
I'll leave. Oh, boo!
I don't know if you know this, but I played in a lot of them.
So?
Yeah.
I mean,
like when you play in Super Bowls, just going to a
just going to a playoff
game. Like,
well,
okay.
what do you do, Basil?
Oh.
You guys are.
We've
You're
actually-
playing in a divisional round.
We've actually played in Super Bowls.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
So, are you in Peyton's box?
No, I don't. I don't have
that
that.
ain't happening.
I don't
No
have
playoffs,
that relationship.
no gift.
I think that if
Stoke, you couldn't put in a word for him?
I just think that Payton is very conscientious about not hurting the little fellas getting bigger every day. The little fellas.
Has he
feelings.
seen you, by the way?
Huh?
Has he seen you in a while?
Does he
Yeah,
know-
yeah. I saw him about. I guess it's been 3 or 4 weeks. 3 weeks.
Did he?
Oh, has that
he call you-
changed that much in 4 weeks?
Did he call you Faton Rouge?
Tubby kid. No, he did not.
Did he notice?
No.
But that was 3-4 weeks ago.
Right. It hasn't. It's only expanded.
Right.
Yeah, that is true.
I
Maybe
would think he'd be.
I'm just
I
gonna
would,
wear.
I would think he'd be relentless. On
I'm just gonna wear baggy clothes.
I think once he notices it, he would be relentless.
No, he's not that. He's a good friend. I mean,
Well,
that's
no,
why he
but
would.
that's what
No,
we're good friends of you too, and we
yeah, but we're
bust your
doing a
chip.
radio
Yeah,
show. I mean, that's not what you don't say. Hey, man, you fat ass. It's not what you tell your friend.
That's just like your opinion, man.
That's on Rouge.
But we can do it on the radio
That's
show.
true.
That's what I'm
That's
trying
true.
to teach
Yeah.
my wife about, like, going after Mike a little bit.
Yeah, right.
It's like all in fun.
Yeah. But it just shows our actual admiration for you.
How much we actually love him.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys ready to get to predictions?
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Prediction? Yes, prediction. Pain.
Hey, woman. So, at least in this case, we're all rooting for the Broncos. So we got that clear.
Yeah.
I mean,
unlike
it's very clear. Unlike
some people on some stations.
Unlike Zach, who's like, well, I'm picking the Broncos to win, but
begrudgingly.
I'm an idiot.
Let's hear. I want to hear.
Yeah,
that.
which one do you want to hear?
I want to hear his voice. The one where his voice
started
starts
to get
crack.
Yeah.
The Friends.
Yes.
Bad Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is.
I've stayed loyal to my friends, even though they're all locked up.
Whoever wins the game, like, I'm just moving forward with that team. I'm not asking permission. I'm just moving forward with that team. But there is like this part of my DNA is rooted in loyalty. I have friends at home that I probably shouldn't be friends with, but I am, because that's just how it is. And I think that naturally, I think I want to pull for the Broncos, but I can't. It would feel dirty inside to just turn my back on the Bills.
Oh, man.
David Adelman's
dirty inside.
David Adelman's listening to this right now going, I just want to give you a hug.
Wow.
That sounds like the line
Let's hug
from
it out.
Brokeback Mountain. I can't quit you.
The voice got thick there.
Yeah.
Oh, when he's talking about loyalty to his friends, that was deep.
Yeah.
I mean, God forbid you feel dirty inside, Zach. I mean, goodness gracious.
That's right. When I go back,
we're talking about sports here. Like, does it? Wow.
When I go back up to,
I've been catching a lot of crap for the grief. You are so sneaky good with the shots you get in on Zach. You are so sneaky good.
Well, you
are really good.
As his former mentor, partner, I feel like I failed myself. And so that hurts. It hurts when you worked with a guy for so long and you molded him into this now phenomenal co-host.
Yeah. Right.
And,
Go anywhere in the nation.
And then you try to give
Host
him
the show.
Yeah.
Anywhere he wants.
Top 10.
Top 10. Turn them all down.
You know how I feel.
And he doesn't take your advice.
Right. You know how I feel. You know how I feel when Mike spews something that's just wrong about the NFL. We've been together for 10 years and you still haven't learned.
Yeah,
It
but
just
I think he did show you respect this week. Because he used me as his venting.
Right.
He came after me when you were much more, kind of digging the needle in.
You know the saying.
You were stoking the flames a lot more than I was.
Come after King.
But I think
not miss.
out of respect for you, he decided to not go after you, and he went after me instead. So, all that said, we'll let you go first.
I'm fired up. I can't wait. I do. I feel good about the Denver Broncos. They're healthy. They're rested. They've had a lot of time to prepare. They got the right guys in the locker room. They've handled this whole situation, the bye and all this stuff the right way. I think they're on a mission. I really do. And I know nationally the Broncos are doubted, but I feel good about this game. I think the Buffalo Bills, while a good story, the lovable losers, their season comes to an end. This could have been their year, maybe should have been their year, but the Broncos put an end to that. They win this football game tomorrow, 27-23.
Wow.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
You said earlier this week.
Look at the score I just put down.
26-23.
Then look at the score beside it. Then I changed it.
Oh, you just changed it to 27-23.
Before he said it.
Let's go.
Yeah,
But
we
just become
best friends?
but who you got winning? The Chargers?
Mikey! He comes off the top rope right at the end of the show.
I've got it. 27-23, just like Stoke Chargers.
I'm actually going to go.
No, I'm going Broncos as well, man. I think this is going to be a great game. I think the Broncos, exactly what Stoke talked about. We're going to use this bye week to their advantage, use the crowd noise to their advantage. I like the Broncos in this. I think they run the ball. I think they create some explosive plays. Broncos 27-23.
I am going to go Broncos 27-17. I want nothing to do with this game if it's close in the final 5 minutes. I want this game basically decided outside of the 5-minute mark. I don't want Josh Allen to have the ball in his hands for a final possession. Nope, not interested. No, thank you. So let's take some of the suspense out of this one early. Broncos 27-17. We will be back on Monday morning. I know it's a holiday, but we will be here, of course, to break it down all with you. Let's go, Broncos. It's a fun weekend. Broncos country, you've been waiting a long time, almost a decade, to be able to have a big, big game like this. Enjoy it. You've earned it. You deserve it. Dover and Cecil coming your way next.
Will R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin find success in the run game? How will Vance Joseph slow down Josh Allen? We'll break it all down in the Fan Football Pregame Show, live on game day from Mile High Station starting at noon. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most. That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family is banking on bandwidth. All your devices working in perfect harmony for 5 whole years. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger. But your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
It's 2026. New year, new you, new resolutions to keep for a couple weeks. Whether you're trying to eat healthy in the new year or not, your best choice is Omaha Steaks. They have multiple bundles to choose from. They have an all-protein pack if you're trying to slim down or eat clean, consisting of butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken breast, boneless pork chops, classic burgers, and more. Everything you need for your freezer and meal prep. Or grab one of the other bundles that include potatoes au gratin and caramel apple tartlets. That sounds good. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. Save big on gourmet gifts and more holiday favorites with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com, and for an extra $35 off, use promo code SKY at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code SKY.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. Hey, I got a real cool story I wanted to share with you. Many years ago, my lovely wife Kimberly wrote down a prayer that said, God, make me a lighthouse so I can be a light to others when they're in a dark place. She filed that card away both in her heart and her prayer box. And then about 3 years ago, I asked my wife to leave her job in corporate America and come help me open up 303 Law 4040. And she absolutely loves it. She really feels like helping other people when they are hurting and don't know what to do is her calling. So here's the really cool part. A few weeks ago, a client came in to pick up a check and said to Kim, I really want to thank you. You were a lighthouse to me when I was in a dark place. It gave me chills when Kim told me that. If you've been hurt in an accident, it really is our honor to help you in your time of need. Call us anytime at 303-LAW 4040, where you always get to speak directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly. That's 303-LAW 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303-LAW 4040.
Need a new water heater? Euro Plumbing has lifetime warranties, great financing, and low pricing. 720-500-3000. 720-500-3000.
The Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth podcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Introducing the 5-year price guarantee. One consistent internet price for the next 5 years guaranteed. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Dover and Cecil.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Friday,